Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Kureon. I am, of course, your Dungeon Master, and you have to bear with me a bit this week because the hay fever is really bad. So I'm trying to mute as much as I can. That you might hear the odd sniffle, but the rest of my party does not have hay fever, don't you?
I don't think so.
You never asked.
Very badly.
Right then, I'm not the only one with hay fever. I should have asked prior. That is my mistake. I apologize profusely. But what I don't apologize for is any announcements we have to make. Does anyone have anything to say? Anything going on?
Week on Wednesday, me, Lydia, and Stu will be in London Town for a very cool thing at Leisure Games,
Which is in Finchley.
From 6 p.m. onwards, there's a huge meet and greet thing going on. It's to raise money for charity. It's the Teen Phoenix and Ruti Rutenberg from Maze Arcana will be there. The guy who made Honey Heist. A bunch of really, really awesome RPG folks there, D&D and otherwise, are gonna be there. So come on down and say hello if you are in the London area or London is accessible to you.
Yeah, London adjacent. Yeah. Anyone else have anything?
Next Bolts game in Edinburgh is it's been so far I've had a good track record, minor maiming. So
Yeah.
you'll be okay.
The ghosts are benevolent. By being played. And as well, you can buy Ahead Time, the game of it. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes, my apologies. There you go. Sorry. The inputs through OBS got all mixed up.
Ah, okay.
So try it, I'm sorry.
Did they hear anything?
Probably not.
No, they had if I turned on the sound at the very, very start and heard like the double your voice on Zoom and then a bit on the stream and then muted it immediately because it was really discordant.
Oh, okay.
Let's just start from the recap again.
All right, let's just start from the recap again. Don't worry about that. So, when last we left our party, they were searching for a way to find Akia, the leader of the Dustgrave, who they found out was hiding in the Plane of Dust, the quasi-elemental Plane of Dust, a land filled with various different forms of sand and dust, which bordered on the Plane of Ash and the Plane of Negative Energy. As well as that, they're also making sure that their names were clear, as they still weren't sure that they were able to travel through the city unhindered. So they found out that that was the case and that they had dealt with the contingent of rogue guard that had been the ones that had attempted to arrest them, But since then, they have secured everything they needed to get into the plane of dust. And as the plane of magic took hold and they were pulled from the prior material and into the inner planes themselves, that's where we ended last session. So, as the disorientating effect of the plane of travel begins to wear off, your vision refocusing around you, you hear the whipping of the winds as the dust careens all about you. You look up into the sky and you see faintly through the mist of particulates around you, great islands float at jaunty angles, some upside down, and you see as they are formed, and as quickly as some are formed, others are scattered away into nothingness. Parts of your vision, you just look and it is blackness, complete entropy. It is not darkness, it's an absence of anything. These black spots on your vision in the sky. Every now and again you feel this intense heat as a wave of ash blows through the area from the nearby plane of elemental ash. But in front of you now you see a tall tower built from sandstone that lists heavily to the side, almost completely horizontal, the top of it missing and broken, covered over by some form of cloth which whips heavily in the wind. And you can see as this very tower very slowly is beginning to corrode away, as you can see with the islands and the rest of the plane around you, as it sits close to the plane of negative energy. Everything here just slowly entropies away. What would you like to do?
Well, we're here.
Well, where is here? This is good.
Try not to think about it too hard. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is
Stu, how far away is this tower, sort of roughly?
From where you are right now, probably about like 100 paces. Like,
All right.
not that far, like 50 feet maybe. Takes up most of your vision when you look straight forward.
When we say like huge tower,
talking what remains of it, if you were to stand it up vertically, is about 3 stories, but it sticks up maybe like a story and a half at most out of the sand. The bottom of it is buried in this dusty sand, which covers this entire area we're in now.
Okay.
And you can see there is a door in it. That obviously the actual door itself has been is not there, but there is a sheet of this cloth over it, which is whipping very quickly in the wind.
And that's the only landmark other than the floaty stuff?
Yeah, all around you in every other direction, you just see this sand, which is this constantly shifting desert.
Let's not go to where nothing is.
Yeah, that's an easy way to get lost, doing that.
So, tower. I don't like that tower. It's big, it's black, it's dark.
It's the only thing that's there, though. So I feel like we have to probably go to the tower. So, yeah, let's be prepared. Also, we do have 1 potion of fire resistance. And that's it. Just so that everyone's aware.
Right now, it's not that hot. It's very, very windy, but it's not that hot.
Is it actually cooler here than it is in Dalnilm?
Slightly, yes.
Huh.
Yeah.
Not
Seems
bad.
you get the feeling now that this was a 2-part ritual. 1 part was climate, the other part was locale.
All right, let's go introduce ourselves to the tower.
Well, after you can knock.
I do that best.
Yeah, you do.
All
So,
right.
No, I'm not expecting people to let us knock nicely here.
well, it does seem like cloth. It's very hard to knock
Well, there
on
is
cloth.
there is no door. It's a symbolic knocking.
When is a door not a door? When it's a piece of cloth.
When
As,
gun smashes it to pieces.
as the idiom goes.
All right. Well, I'll go up ahead then.
I'll follow behind, but about 20 feet back.
Okay, so as you get close to it, the sound obviously is just you're having to shout to actually speak to each other in this place due to the wind that whips around you. But as you get close, you can't hear any particular sound inside. You can hear obviously the cloth flapping open and close, and you can see that inside there doesn't appear to be anything moving.
All right. I will carefully look inside.
Okay.
And if I see any hint of basilisk, I am avoiding. Not again.
Make your constitution save. No, I'm just joking. As you look inside, you see that secluded in here, in the sort of dimness of the interior here, is a small camp. A mess of sheets, which looks to be a makeshift bed, a small piece of wood atop which sits a few scrolls and what looks to be a book. There is the remains of a fire here that were once, was once flame, a small cooking pot, but no person.
All right. Are there any stairs going up or down?
No, this tower's like that in the sand. Any stairs you'd go up, you could just walk along the wall and it would be easier.
Are you sure this is the place we're looking for?
I mean, it's really the only place here, at least so far. And someone else was clearly here, so.
I would like to have a look at the scrolls, expecting more tiefling porn.
You look at the scrolls and you open them and you see magical glyphs.
Can I decipher what it is? Is it the...
Make an Arcana check for me, please.
That is a no.
Ooh.
Good start. Good start.
Strong start.
Unfortunately, these runes currently are alien to you.
Guys,
Your patron's not yet fed you that.
what's that?
No. Doesn't look
Anyone
like
speak
anything
that
to me.
language?
Can I have a look?
Can?
Why the hell would any of us know?
No.
Must be a half-elf thing.
Team half elf. I.
God damn it.
Is it an Arcana check, did you say? Okay. Well, that's better. 19.
Yeah. So you look through the first scroll that you pick up, and it is a scroll of Misty Step.
Ooh. I tell that to the group. How many scrolls are there sort of lying around?
There's 3.
There's 3. After not seeing that this one actually seems like to potentially be useful, I'd like to try and have a go at deducing what the others are as well.
Okay. For this, we'll just say you take a minute, and in that time you can figure out what the other 2 are.
Okay.
To save you just having to roll, tons of Arcana checks here. So one of them is a scroll of prestidigitation. So you can cast prestidigitation once with that scroll.
That's the good shit.
And the other one is a scroll of color spray.
Well then, I feel like 2 might be more useful than 1. But hey, might be worth something if we get back. Yeah, so there's Misty Step, Prestidigitation, and Colour Spray. Not entirely sure what Colour Spray does, but hey, it sounds fancy.
It stands them.
Well,
Makes them pine for the fjords.
even
So we
if they've
can make-
never seen them, they still pine for them anyway.
So we can make them ex-cultists.
Correct.
Make them run up the curtain and join the choir invisible.
So yeah, is there any way to tell how many people were using this camp?
Perhaps not for you, but someone trained in survival could.
I'll give it a go.
All right.
for a second. I thought, am I trained in survival? I would bloody hope so. 21, 14 plus 7.
The loneliest number was using this 1.
Yeah, well, 2 can be as bad as 1. It's the loneliest number since the number 1.
It's going to be one of those nights, isn't it?
It really is. We're on to a strong start with this shit
What's it
already.
called?
Damn.
But no, this camp only appears to have been used by 1 person.
Well, we should move the tower. If there's only one of them, I don't think we have a lot to be afraid of.
You cannot move up the tower.
I thought
You can
said we
see
could
all
move
of the
side.
tower right now.
Ah.
It is on its side like that, and you can. It's like in the interior, you can see all of it.
So
Anything
basically,
in there?
I mean, there's the journal which was on the piece of wood next to the scrolls.
Have a look at that as well then.
Yeah. Okay. So you open it up, and it appears that this is written in common, thankfully, and it is written seemingly by Akia as a journal, a diary of what has been happening recently. And he speaks of a pact he has made, a deal, not a pact, a deal. He has brokered a deal with someone named Udha for the dust methods required for the ritual. That he speaks of drowning down in ash so that the weak, in dust, so that the weak may be sorted from the strong, so that survival of the fittest can finally take over once more. He speaks of being glad that he had lost his senses, for the sound of the wind in this place would surely drive him mad if not. And he speaks of what seems to be a way to move around. He says that feet do not carry you in this place, thought does.
Fort? Thought. Ha.
Yes. Sorry, that is my speech.
No, that's fine. It might be my hearing.
And then there is a large section of the book which is blank.
So,
Is it blank though?
Did sound like it was blank.
Would you like to make an investigation check?
Yeah,
You can do that.
I'm gonna. I think it's just a straight roll, so let's go. It is 19.
Okay. So you take the book out of Namari's hands and you're like, blank? It's not blank. And as you flick through, you get to the back page and there is a small little key on it. And you're like, what's that? And you push it, this little picture of a key, and all of these pages go rigid. And the back opens. And inside this new hollow created in these rigid pages, there's a small stone about the size of your palm. And it has a sideways profile of a person on it. It's quite crudely made, but it has a hole in its mouth and a hole in its ear. And it feels magical.
I would have found that.
I just kind of like throw it at Tristan. I'm like, ugh.
Why are you throwing all this stuff at me?
Well, I mean, I found it in the back of this spooky fucking book from Ikea, and if anything's cursed, I want you to have it.
Ah, thanks. I mean, remember the last time we found something in the back of a book? It was dwarven eyeballs.
Pressed.
Highly cursed, exactly. You should have it.
These, by the way.
Pardon?
Did you keep these, by the way?
The eyes?
Yeah.
No.
Did you though? You sure they're not just there at the bottom of that bag that you put me in, by the fucking way? I've still not forgotten about that.
I mean, you don't remember it.
If I remember correctly, they're still pressed into the back of the book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we have the book.
Yeah.
So technically,
So technically,
It's like a flower pressing.
You nasty.
It's alright, no one can tell I'm lying, it's fine.
Oh,
Magically, no one can tell you're lying.
Thing is, Gun doesn't know, but I know. I know, Jamie.
And I know that you know.
I know.
It happened.
I see what you did there.
You're not allowed to complain anymore, Lydia. You are just as bad as they are.
I have been doing that for the last 2 sessions. It's if you can't beat them, join them.
Okay.
What?
Was this book read out to us?
Yeah.
I want to think really hard about the ground underneath Akir's feet. Let's see if that does anything. I don't expect it to, but
No. But there is something I missed when speaking about the book. He speaks about a place known as the Well of the Void. And how it is the key to the ritual.
It sounds bad, and I'm sure we have to go there because it sounds bad.
can I think about those words next and imagine that as a place?
Are you
can.
telling the rest of us?
Are you going to tell us before you...
Nice.
Of course not.
Think very hard. It's like make a wisdom saving throw, otherwise you burst a blood vessel. No, you think hard. And
I'm doing a whole lot of thinking, folks, and it's not getting me anywhere.
If
So
that don't just sum up Tilly.
We appreciate the effort, though.
Doing what the book said, okay? Jeez.
Can I try to recall if this Well of the Void seems to relate to anything from my visions that I've been having?
it's funny you should say that. Because it doesn't.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
Maybe we need to hold the key thing we used to get here, or something of his.
Spooky stone shit we just found.
What is that spooky stone shit we just found?
I mean, it's got a face with a mouth hole and an ear hole.
Yeah, it's made out of clay. Like terracotta clay.
Wait, if it's got a mouth hole and an ear hole.
Can I try and hold it up to my ear like a shell?
Okay, you hold up to your ear. You can hear your inner ear.
I can hear the ocean. This place isn't so barren after all.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we have the good part of a lake in the bag of holding,
I was gonna say.
so it could be not so dusty if we want it to be.
True.
This was the only thing we could see for a while, right?
Mhm.
It was the only thing
Yeah.
in vision, yeah.
I was gonna say, can I give another scan around just to give it a check, see if there's anything on whatever horizons I can see.
Of course.
Yeah, can I go outside with them and climb
Yeah,
up
make a
on
perception
the
check.
tower?
Both. Make a perception check, both of you.
Oh,
You want to go first?
go ahead.
23.
13.
So you both walk outside again, and you are holding your hand up to your face to stop the dust, catching across your eyes. But as you do, you scan the horizon, and you see
We bought glasses.
something in the distance.
Hey, Rowan, you see that?
No, I can't see anything.
It looks like just points, like sticks, something that breaks up this horizon line.
Can I try and point these out for him?
Yeah.
So upon them being pointed, are they obvious now?
Yes, they are, since they're being pointed out.
Well, so much for being sort of a featureless desert thing.
They
with
weren't there the
void
last
and-
time you looked.
Yeah. Are
Should
they
we...
stationary? If we give it another 10, 20 seconds to watch?
Seems so, yes.
I'm going to keep an eye on them. You tell the others.
Okay. I'm not even sure what it is, but I'll tell them there's something there. Maybe they'll know. So I'll go in and tell everybody.
Yeah, I'm just
really cool that they have rugby here.
Yeah.
Dwarven sport, you wouldn't.
No, I know. I get it.
Not canon.
I said it, so it's canon. Dwarves would so fucking invent rugby. It's the most dwarven sport there is. Grab a
it
ball,
doesn't-
run
Goliath.
into each other.
No, dwarves don't play rugby.
Competitive pub crawls would be what they would invent.
Yeah, they
Yeah, I'm just
the only
picturing.
sport dwarves invented was beer pong.
remember.
Have you seen rugby in the north of England? That is a
Right.
competitive pub.
I-
Remember,
I live in Edinburgh
Dwarves.
during Six Nations, and if you have the whole Scotland thing with the dwarves, then yeah.
No, dwarves aren't. No, they just have Scottish accents. All right, but dwarves, if you remember, our holy Lord and Savior Gimli, they're not very good long distance runners. They're great at sprinting.
Yeah, rugby.
Yeah.
No, they don't do long form games like that. Not long form.
Anyway,
Just picture a bunch of Goliaths doing the hacker, and that's probably what it more like.
Right. DM here. No dwarven rugby. Moving on.
Not yet.
Putting my foot down.
Fine. Gnome rugby.
That's more like it.
The gnome is the ball.
Precisely.
Also the players, because that's just gnomes.
Okay, so did you say you came in and told us about the sticks?
Yeah, but I don't know what the hell they are, and they don't seem to be moving, but they weren't there before. But it wasn't me that spotted them, it was Tilly.
How far are they away?
They're like horizon. I don't know.
That's like 3 to 4 miles.
Hmm.
You'd know that. You're a ranger.
If we think really hard about these sticks, you think we would be able to get there, having seen it?
if the book's anything to go by, yeah. It's worth a shot at least.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing that could happen. We don't go.
Try all together. Go out first, see where they are, then imagine being closer to it, imagine being there.
Yep.
Yeah, but I feel like maybe every so often someone keep turning back to make sure the tower's there. I don't know why, but I feel like if we walk too far away from one thing, it might not be there when we turn back. The last thing I want to do is get lost in the desert.
Floaty bits that desert.
Yeah. So are we heading to the sticks?
Yep. Let's go.
Cool. Cool.
Okay. So, tell me exactly how you're heading towards them.
Are we trying to walk and think about being there already? Like thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
Something? I don't.
Or at least think that they're getting closer, or that we're getting closer to them. But again, I would like to periodically keep looking back to make sure the tower's still there.
Okay. All right. So, as you begin to walk, you get, you keep walking and you keep walking and you keep walking. And going here is tough. The desert is this is not heavy sand. This is soft sand that sinks whenever you put a foot down, and it shifts and falls. And every now and again, you almost collapse and fall down the dune as the entire sandbank itself just gives way as you walk across it. This is sand in the loosest of terms. It is dust essentially here. And as you continue making your way forward, these points get larger and larger until you see a sort of a hump between them. And as you get closer to it and closer to it, you can make out now that these 2 points are actually 4 points, and they are 4 small obelisks. And as you get closer, you see that this hump is actually a rock bridge. And as you keep looking back, the tower gets further and further away until you reach an end. That was my stomach.
That was very atmospheric.
That was.
It was. Yeah. And as you look out now, the island that you are on, this I can't say plane because you're on it's a plane in a plane. This island of dust that you are on here just stops, and you can see the dust falls off the edge now and disappears into the nothingness that lies beyond. You can see that there is a dust storm that whips all around you, and it whips around the island below just as it whips around the islands above you, but it stops, and you can see over the other side of it there is these towers, these obelisks, and this bridge.
Wait, on the other side of the
On
island.
the other side to a different island. There's about 15 feet. Actually, no, more like 25 feet between the two of them.
I'm not jumping there.
I don't suppose thinking real hard about being across that gap does much for us.
Doesn't seem to.
I mean, the fort thing must mean something.
I sort of like cast a small glance at Tilly and smile fondly as I remember, and then start limbering up.
No?
God, no.
It's an option. I want to be limber for it, because last time I threw her into a wall. I didn't get a chance to warm up.
Besides, that was different. There was a different way across that time. If you put me on that side, then we're just separated. Unless you plan on throwing yourself over somehow.
I can cast fly again on 2 people.
How do you calculate your jump distance again?
When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before you jump. I'm looking at it right now.
Up to the total strength score?
Yes. So
I could jump 23 feet. I'm short by 2 feet! No. Damn.
Such is life.
Right, but you can jump 23 feet. That's still like...
It's pretty far.
Yeah. What's that in metric?
A lot.
Yeah.
Holy shit, why aren't I jumping all the time?
How far can you jump in a long jump, Tilly?
I can only do 18.
Oh.
Yeah, but like extrapolate the size. Oh, wait, no, you both this.
I'm 3 foot.
Yeah. No.
God, Tilly is an actual child.
So, are any of these obelisks on our side? Yeah.
No.
No, totally.
This entire thing that you have seen is on the other side.
Right.
It's still a fair distance on the other side. And it seems that though fort may circumvent distance, it does not circumvent obstacle.
I can fly across, or 2 people can fly across and tie a rope.
It's worth a try, unless we can see something around, but it's worth a try.
There's literally nothing to fasten the rope here, but Geronimo? Or not me?
If whoever's flying has to carry people across, it's not going to be me.
Yeah, if someone's flying, it should be the strong person of us that is capable of carrying.
It seems like the best option that we've got so far.
Seems pretty wise to me.
I cast. I mean, I could hit you, but I'd break my fingers. And I cast fly on myself and gun.
Okay. So once again, Gun, you feel that strange sense of motionless. Motionless? You don't feel that yet. You feel weightlessness. That's the one I was going for. You're not motionless yet.
Yeah, take me over, sure, and I'll see what I can do about locking something down over here, tying stuff down if need be. Whatever tickles your fancy, really.
I'll get the magpie out of its pocket dimension and
Yep.
have it watch the area, so because if something hits me out of nowhere, we all die.
Yes, that is very true. Good to know.
I'll scoop running up in a fireman carry.
Apparently they can't hear you, by the way.
I
Susan.
know, I fixed it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. So yeah, scoop running. Off I go.
Okay, so
I mean, I can try very chilly because
make a strength check for me, please.
21.
21. Yeah, no issue at all. You pick Ronan up, you carry him over, and he's probably the heaviest of everyone. So, I would just say that you can make the rest over very easily. In the meantime, the magpie doesn't seem to see anything in its current locale. It seems that whatever this place is that you could see on the horizon is too far away for your magpie to see within and still communicate with you.
All right.
Also, with me looking back, is the tower still within sight?
It is a pinprick on the horizon.
Okay, but there's still a pinprick on the horizon. That's nice to know.
So, you're all on the other side of this void now. This gap between islands. And you can see as the island you were on is slowly fading away. As it was when you were stood on it, at the edge. Slowly as the dust crumbles away and drifts off into the sandstorm only to reform somewhere else.
the actual island itself.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so this place fucking sucks. The ground doesn't stay where it should be. I don't like it. Let's just keep going.
Can I just, as the other island crumbles away, land on the edge of our island and imagine our, like, think really hard, because that's still in my head. Imagine a bridge being built in front of me, and then I step over because I still fly, so if I do start falling, I can still fly.
Unfortunately, no bridge builds, and you dip slightly before you catch yourself in your fly spell.
Okay, that's not gonna work.
Alright, we just gonna island hop then.
I think so.
Seems that way.
At least for now.
Alright,
Anyway.
children, line up. And I'll just start ferrying them across.
Okay, so as you all make your way across to the other side of the void, you find yourselves there, and you can see the island crumbling away. You can see your island is similarly, the one that your new one is similarly just slowly entropying away, as is the nature of the plane.
That's really sad. I don't know about you guys, but that just feels really sad.
I guess they only exist when there's people on them.
The one you're currently on is disappearing. It's not exclusive to the one you were on, and the one you were on was always disappearing.
Wait, the one we're on is disappearing. How quickly?
Really slowly, you know.
Very
Yeah,
slowly.
same as all of them.
Yeah.
Okay,
This plane appears to be in a constant state of flux, a constant state of destruction and formation.
Okay, onwards, because I want to leave here, please, soon.
Yeah, let's keep going till we reach these obelisks.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you keep moving forward, the obelisks get closer and closer. And now you can see there is a figure stood atop this rock bridge. You can't make out who they are from here. There is someone stood across this rock bridge.
Can we sort of gauge height as in like relation to humanoids?
Humanoid height.
Okay.
Yeah. They appear to, every now and again you see them bend down, sort of like squatting and looking at something and then standing back up again.
It appears to be someone who can't tie their shoelace.
Magpie within 100 feet. Try
Not
not.
within 100 feet currently, no.
Okay.
And within 100 feet you see desert currently. You see this same sandy desert that you've seen everywhere now, you know, with the shifting dunes and such.
Towards the guy, so how far is he away?
Over 100 feet.
Oh,
As in just over or quite a bit over?
quite a bit over, to the point where the 100 feet that the magpie is traveling is not making an appreciable difference to what you can see in terms of this figure.
You reckon that's him?
I don't see anyone else here.
Unless it's the person or thing that he was writing about making a deal with.
Maybe.
Other than that, they seem to be the two options.
Well, either way, we'll find out when we get there.
Exactly.
Either way, we'll kick their ass.
Yeah. We also wanted to be a bit quiet on the way over there, because, I mean, it'll take us a while to get through everything, and there's not a lot of cover.
I mean, here's the thing. If they can see us, if we can see them, they can almost certainly see us. I mean, they're on top of an obelisk.
Yeah,
They'll be able to see for miles.
But they're also not expecting anyone to be looking for him in here.
I mean, if they look around, they will see us.
Yeah,
they're on top of a bridge, by the way, just to clarify. They're on top of the rock bridge, not one of the obelisks.
Yeah, like there's nothing here. We've got nowhere to hide.
It's not flat land here, by the way. There are dunes and ridges and such. It's just shifting constantly. Imagine it like deep Sahara. So it's not like a salt flat. It's it's a.
But still, a party of 5 people of varying heights and weaponness are going to be pretty visible.
Unless we like fan out.
Without Riven.
We won't attract the worm.
So our weekly June reference.
Christopher Walken's proud of you.
I just wondered if we were, wanting to surprise them, like, hello, happy birthday, your time is up, or it's yo, we're here, come say hi.
I mean,
essentially, you're trying to work on a one-liner.
I mean,
do you need the extra time to work on your witty quips?
I mean, I wasn't thinking of it that way around, but I mean, if I know what approach we're going for, I can at least prepare one.
I mean, we can attempt a sneakier approach, but I wouldn't waste a spell on it.
Mm-hmm.
I only have one left.
If we get spotted, we get spotted, so that's fair. I just wanted to know if we were trying not to be.
Well, let's not go out of our way to be just... Let's put instruments away. Let's not sing, but let's try and move forward with a bit of pace and do our best to stay hidden. But no spells, no long crazy way around. Let's just try and get there and not bring like a marching band with us. Not that level of obvious.
Fair enough. So we sort of, for reference, are we stealthing or not stealthing?
Stealthing. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
we should spread out and try and like approach.
So like,
How long were we walking? Is the fly still going? I think that's an hour.
the fly's still going. Yeah, fly's still going. So you're having very little trouble at all navigating the dunes, because as one of them falls away beneath you, you stay there, standing on it, in the air above where it was.
We could try and flank fly or something. I don't know. Fun.
We can give it a go.
So what, flyers try coming from the side and the rest of us try and sneak up to it?
Yep.
Fair dues.
Still
I'm good with
stealthily.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, still on the DL, as the kids say.
As the dwarven younglings say.
The flying doesn't.
On the DL, mate.
The flying doesn't give advantage or something, right?
In terms of what?
Stealth.
No.
Cool.
You just don't step on the branch that alerts everyone to your presence.
Yeah.
I mean, with a 6, I think I found the one branch in the desert.
I nearly got a 20, but then it landed on 8, so I have an 11.
I have a 17.
I'm going to roll the dice that I can barely read, because I hate myself. That's a natural 20. I don't hate that dice.
26.
26, natural 20, 17 from you, Tony? Okay, and then an 8, an 11, and a 6, right? Okay. All right. Okay. All right, so those of you that still are using your feet to move and not spell, you begin to take your way between June and June. As one falls, you catch the remnants of the sand and move towards another one using the spray of dust that each of them creates to move you between others. You can see this sandstorm which rages around you currently is constantly obscuring your vision, and then as that section of it abates, you can see once again. So you use those periods of time where you are obscured and you cannot see the figure to move once more and make your way around. The two flyers, you're attempting to do this, but you're missing some of the fine motion control that having that tactile feedback demands, and it's a bit jerky as you move around and make your split direction as you make your way towards this figure. But as you get closer, you can see that this figure is wielding the Kopesh staff. They do have the dragon face mask that you have seen before, this death mask. It does appear to be Akir. And he's not wearing shoes.
Well, we came here to fuck him up, right?
We sure did.
No, we came just to recon, right? We're going home now. We found him.
This is recon.
I mean, this whole thing started with a recon.
That's what we call it.
So
That's what we
far,
do.
this is how recon goes, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, I think you might even fucking call us the recon team.
And as you step closer now, are you all remaining spread apart, sort of approaching
think we're, like,
semicircle fashion? Yeah. Okay. As you step close here, you can feel the sand in your feet begins to feel like it's being dragged inwards towards where this stone bridge and these obelisks are. It feels like you're being pulled in towards it. Not you specifically, but the ground beneath your feet is very slowly being pulled in.
Well, that's fine. We're headed that way.
All right, so just out of character for a second here. Do we want to try and talk to him first, or are we just like, murder? Because I'm happy with either, but I need to know the gameplay so I don't just go in and start hitting his head with my shiny new weapon. If y'all
I think
want to
if we were
talk
going
to
to
him.
have that discussion, it's too late.
I'm all for
Because we're
murder,
all separated.
as long as I don't die.
Well, yeah, no, this is just like, as the players, as a little last second, oh fuck, you know, let's make sure we don't have wires crossed here.
Nah, he had his chance to talk when he was hiding in a fucking barn. No, we're gonna.
That is
It's fucking clobbering time.
All right, I'm down for that.
All right.
I don't think we could have let Gunn go off alone anyway, without the premise that it was going to become clobbering time at some point or another.
She has the cudgel for the clobbering now.
Hey, it's called debate. I'm just gonna say I would like to debate you. Whack.
Yes. Well, all right. So, as you get closer now, is there anything you would like to do before you get close enough that you would perhaps be in the line of vision of Akira, as he's currently looking away from you?
I will want to activate my sigil for this fight,
Okay.
and then
So
hopefully
you're going to
survive.
do that as you sort of spring on him.
Mhm.
Same, yeah. Pling.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Before
If
getting there,
ever there was a time to activate that shit, now is the time.
yeah, just before we get there, I'd like to prestidigitate. I don't know, the smell of like baked goods, just so that I've got a store in the ring.
Okay. Yeah. Good to know. Any
I was
It's
like,
got
you
mechanical benefits,
bougie
do they?
fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
For a second I was like, what?
All right.
Yeah, I'll do a quick. Let me see. Yeah, I'll do a Zephyr Strike on myself. Cast Zephyr Strike on me.
Okay.
So that's
Mhm.
prepared going in as well.
Yeah. Good to know. That's concentration for a minute.
In 1 minute, same as
1 minute.
Sigil. So I assume
Okay.
that when I can do Sigil, I can do Zephyr.
So as you move in, as you begin to make your move, you cast Zephyr Strike on yourself. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Anything else anyone would like to do? Last minute preparations here.
No, I don't have any spells or any of that nonsense.
Rage!
You're muted, Susie. So
Shit, I wasn't muted to stream. This is awkward. Rage!
Okay. So, as you get closer now and you begin to move in closer and closer, you see the figure stands up once again. Akia stands up from looking down. As you move in, this feeling of the ground being dragged in is getting heavier and heavier. And now as you get into the true area of this, where the obelisks stand tall and you can see the stone, the grain of the stone, beneath them and beneath this bridge, the entire island begins to twist into this whirlpool of sand, which descends down into this blackness. And you can see as the sand hits this blackness, it just begins to vanish. This is not a funnel that leads endlessly down. It funnels down until it hits this black, and then it is gone. And as you get close enough to see this, and you all flare your sigils into life, and your rage begins to kick in, your spells are cast, Akia turns to where the two flying members of the party were, or are. Turns to you. It is good that you came. It would be nice to end this myself. You cannot stop what is happening here.
Eldritch blast in the face.
All right. Well, if that's happening, then let's roll initiative.
We agreed on no debate, so fuck's sake.
You agreed on no talking.
I get initiative. I get advantage. Oh, thank God.
I'm sure that Gunn wants to do a lot of debating.
Hey.
I would like to sit him down and have a nice talk over Smash Brains.
I would like to debate.
Can't start with that.
Ooh, okay, that's a good initiative.
My advantage was ultimately useless.
That's okay. So you have about 10 minutes left on your fly spell, to be clear.
Okay.
Now,
Where's my sigil? I need that.
so, flying members, are you coming in from the same direction, or are you one from the
Pincer.
top, one from the bottom?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I will try and hide behind the obelisks from Akir.
Okay. Good to know. And then the obelisks are very close in towards Akia, so
Okay.
Akia would have seen you before. But you can move close into those when it gets to your turn. And then all right. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you guys the map here, and then I have to be right back very quickly. One moment, and you can have a little talk about what you're going to do as you see the map and Akia. And I'll be right back. One quick moment. We won't go on a break for it. I just need to be right.
Right.
Well, this is a fairly big disaster. There is a death whirlpool black hole.
Yeah, I
You
feel
really
like
aren't
that should have
That looks a
been
little bit
maybe
dangerous.
mentioned in the
Yeah.
description. So
I mean,
On the upside, though, I'm pretty sure that portal goes back to Down Elm, and that's where all the sand is going.
hey, so if we
Do
fall
we want
in,
to test
it's
that
fine.
theory?
Susie, muted.
No. Mute it to you guys, not to stream. Son of a. I need to get one of those coolie phagey things, so I can just be like, audio thing. Jamie, you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you mean.
What, like an equalizer or mixer or something?
Yeah, that's the one, mixer. Hey. So I can just be like, whoop, whoop.
I know terms and
Yeah.
names and things.
No more than I do.
So if you get one that has different pages, you can set some of the fades to one thing and then change the page, and they'll all go. It's great. I
So
mean,
does
I'm
it
totally
itself?
professional. I'm totally.
Uh.
I don't play around with expensive equipment when no one's looking.
Is anybody going before me in combat? I got a 21.
Nope.
I doubt
23.
so, because I have 6.
Oh.
I
So-
like how I want to Eldritch Blast someone in the face every time the dice are against me.
If I can
You
get
try.
my Colossus
try.
Slayer, I'm actually going to give him the fucking business.
Yeah, because the that sigil gives you a +1 and a D4 as well.
Well, this is
On
the
one
first
attack.
combat as well since I've fixed the feat from Ronin. So
Yo. Oh shit! Do the sharpshooter.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna give
How
him
strong can
serious
this one
business.
person be?
Yeah, how strong could this one guy?
He only has a black hole apparently working for him.
I
Good.
mean, so many jokes, so little time.
All right, I am back. So let's have your initiative order then, please.
I'm somewhere in the middle.
25 to 20.
23.
23.
21.
Okay. All right. Right, 15 to 20?
18.
18. Okay. 10 to 15?
14.
14 from Tilly.
Come on.
5
I
to
think
10?
one left. 6.
6.
Hmm.
Okay, so top of the round then, with a natural 20 on initiative, is Akia. He's going to go first. And what's he going to do?
Can he just like slip and die embarrassingly?
Pass because he has no land.
He didn't mulligan. Mulligan. Listen to
Mulligan.
me. Mulligan.
Does he maybe
have-
do a thing to
I
that?
have
Don't
very
keep it
recently
too long.
learnt that lesson. Mulligan, people.
Don't keep a 2-land hand. Mulligan. Unless you're playing a burn deck, then keep a 2-land hand. Okay,
Who's he gonna bash?
right.
I mean,
So-
someone was just yelling at him.
He looks around you all now, and you see as the mask shifts between you all this unyielding bronzen face of this dragon mask, painted bronze. It looks around to you all now and goes, "You cannot stop the ritual. Only make it happen sooner." And as he casts his hands, he pulls them upwards like that, and you see from the depths of the desert itself, figures begin to emerge. These small sprites with these long hook noses and small wings begin to emerge from the dust as if formed from it themselves and begin fluttering towards the obelisks. In total, 3 of them appear. And they appear there. Not those ones, though. Shh, you don't see those ones. Oh. All right. And they're just going to roll initiative quickly. Okay, good to know. And that will end Akia's turn. So, next is Tristan.
Yeah, what's that giant thing on the other
Yeah,
side of the bridge?
Quick question, what the fuck?
That's something that should have been on the GM layer, but it wasn't.
We just
Pay
thought
no
I'd-
attention to the man behind the curtain.
Well, that changes things slightly. I was getting worried about that. Yeah, I'm just going to fire in with Dissonant Whispers straight away on Akia.
Okay, go for it.
So that's going to be a Wisdom save.
All right. That's going to be an 18.
Yeah, that passes. But that's half damage, isn't it? Oh, is that total? I forget.
No, it's
Failed
half damage.
save. Yeah, half damage.
Okay.
Oh, not bad. 10, so half to 5.
Okay, so as you cast out your hand towards Akia, whispering closely to yourself this discordant sound, you see Akia flinches slightly as the mental assault takes him.
Yeah, and then with my bonus action, I'd just like to lean over towards Ron and shout, "Hit him in the eye hole!" And give you an inspiration.
Okay.
It's a mask, it's an eye hole.
It doesn't have any holes.
It's a mask, it has no eye holes.
There's no holes in this mask.
Hit him in the mask.
hit him in the metal armored thing he's protecting his face with.
It's bronze painted. It's not. It's made. It looks to be made of clay.
It would have been cooler in my mind if there was just an arrow sticking out of it. Because we couldn't see his expression, so it was just the same thing but with an arrow.
I mean, if it's just made of clay, there can be an arrow sticking out of it.
True.
Yeah.
So yeah, either way, if you feel inspired.
All right, and that will bring us to you, Ronan. You don't want to move anywhere, Tristan.
Yeah, I'll actually move towards the obelisk because I saw those other things went there, and I'm currently okay from them. It seems.
Okay.
So yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right. Okay, so brings us to Ronan.
All right. I'm going to use 2 attacks. First one is going to go for, because I've got my sigil up,
Yeah.
17 to hit.
Okay. That does hit.
That
does hit.
Crossbow, and that's going to be a measly 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And with my second attack,
He has already been harmed, by the way, so you do get Colossus Slayer on that.
well, I was gonna use Colossus Slayer on the one that I'm gonna give myself advantage with.
Okay.
With my Sapphire Strike, I'm gonna apply that advantage right now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll 2 die. It's a crit.
Natural 20. Yeah.
20 and a 6. So thank God for that.
Advantage. Yeah. Okay, so that crits. Roll all of your dice.
Oh shit.
Okay, so D10,
Yep.
D8,
Yep.
D8.
Yep.
Because crossbow, Colossus Slayer, force damage from
Zephyr Strike.
Sapphire Strike,
A D4 from.
the Holy Radiance thing. Yeah.
And then you roll all of them twice.
Okay.
All right, cool.
I
That's the
mean-
encounter over. Then let's go home.
Oh.
We're done.
You muted.
I should have called Sharpshooter.
Oh, you have
Not that-
Sharpshooter?
Yeah.
Sharpshooter.
Yeah, I told you I was changing
Oh,
Sculptor.
right. Okay, good to know. Right. You hadn't told me what you were changing it to yet.
Yeah. Did I not? I thought I. Okay,
No.
so
Don't worry about it. Now I know.
8, 16, plus 1 is 17, plus 7 is 24. And then again for 24, 30, 38, 39, 49. Uh, 54 with the plus 5 from Dex, and with Sharpshooter I would have called, but I forgot to, so that's fine.
54 points of damage.
54 points of damage on the business.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the first bolt sinks into the to Akir's arm, and you see as the open his open bare upper torso, you see it sinks in a small trickle of blood. As he looks down towards it, the second one strikes him in the upper torso on the left hand side as he looks towards the first wound, and it goes in almost to the feathers on the end of the shaft. He recoils horribly in pain from it. Looking over to the wound, he looks up to you, and you just feel his gaze fall upon you, Ronan.
Yeah, so I have 60 feet of movement this turn. I'm gonna run away really, really fast.
So brave. So brave.
At like this angle here.
Okay.
So away from I'd be off the bottom map, but like away from him and angling back towards like this area.
Okay.
So I'll be like up here, but far back from.
But like, so you're
Tristan.
like,
Yeah.
so you're mostly behind Tristan, but about 40 feet off the battle map.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good to know. So at the end of your turn, Akira is going to use a legendary action, and is going to move his whole movement. is 60 feet and is going to move to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Going to move to there.
The mental image of him getting shot a bunch and then like sprinting off of his bridge is very funny.
So he gets shot and he looks towards you, Ronan, and starts sprinting towards you. He breaks off the haft of the arrows as he runs. And that is going to end your turn, which brings us to the lair action. And now, as the lair begins to coalesce around Akia, his force and might of preparing this place causes the entire area surrounding it to whip up into this heavy dust storm. Everyone that is caught in the outsides of this map, you see where the graininess happens. Currently, right now, I would all like you to make a dexterity saving throw for me. So
Do I count in that?
You're not. That's Namari and Ronan currently.
Ah, okay. The stuff outside the swamp.
I'm going to use the sigil, the saving throw advantage.
Yep.
Okay.
Same.
Good to know.
Yeah. So who did
18.
you say was affected by this?
Namari and Ronan. If you look on the map, you'll see that there is noise around the edge of the map.
Yeah.
And that's the area that's affected.
Oh,
Anywhere
okay.
beyond that.
Okay.
20.
Okay.
18.
All right. So you both take half damage. That is 8 half to 4 points of slashing damage as this wind, which is now far greater than any of the sandstorm you've been in up to this point, slashes at your face and your torso, cutting open in these very tiny wounds. But you manage to duck down to the ground quickly to avoid most of it, scattering across your head. But all around you now, you can see no more than 10 feet in front of you, even if that, as this dust storm just whips around you, and everyone in that area counts as having is heavily obscured.
The Constitution for concentration, is it a save or a check?
It is a Constitution saving throw.
13. I rolled a 10.
Okay,
So
good.
that should
That's
be fine.
Yes, because the damage was less than 10, so the damage is.
Yeah, I know.
It's DC 10. You know what? You've made a concentration save before.
Couple.
Just a couple. All right. So that will end the lair, which will bring us to Gun.
Well, I am
Wow.
incensed because the coward has run away from where I was.
You do have a
also
fly
have
speed of
flying.
60.
Oh
But-
shit, I do. Okay.
Well, that changes everything.
For the purposes of this, how far are you currently off the ground as well, Gun?
Oh, I don't know. I'd have been like 10, 20 feet.
Like 10. Yeah, let's say 10 feet. Okay.
10 feet.
Yeah, you're a dwarf. You like to stay close. You're low flying. dwarf.
Yeah. Low flying dwarf, yeah.
I mean, 10 feet's still pretty high.
It
for not
is.
being able to
Yeah,
touch
I
anything.
only go like 5 feet. I'm Legolas on the Karathras this.
I understand
Would
that
you
reference.
please?
What? We're all nerds.
I can only get so gay. Please stop.
I was not expecting that.
I am going to use my action to... Oh no, shit. To maintain my range, I have to give or take damage.
Mhm.
Balls! I'm going to reach into my bag of... Nope, that's an action. No, fuck it. Yeah, I'm going to reach into my bag of tricks, and I'm going to throw a fuzzball.
All right, roll a d8 for me then, please.
Where are my d8s? That's a 6.
That's a 6. Let's find out what the 6 is, shall we?
Oh no, that's the wrong one. I was looking at the wrong one. Oh no, this is still pretty cool.
What's a 6? Tell me
A
what
giant boar.
A giant boar. Oh, that's not boring.
Hey.
So you're just throwing it on the ground at your feet.
I will throw it towards the thing that's harassing Tilly. Well, near Tilly.
Okay. How far can you throw it?
I can throw it 20 feet. So
20 feet, so
it's halfway between me and Tilly.
like
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And is it a giant ball? Is it large?
1 second. It is large, yes.
Yes. Okay, so as you
Size
throw
out
this
loud.
little fuzz ball out, it begins to sort of grow and shape into this giant ball. which now stands there on with this big red mohawk down the back, and stands there. You see, breathes out steam from its nostrils as it looks around.
Right. And then I'm going to fly my beautiful dwarven butt over here between this imp thing and that obelisk.
Okay.
And give it the whole mean mug it.
All right. Which will bring us to another legendary action from Akia. And he is going to cast a spell.
Cast a spell. I only have one left, but I'm terrified.
Okay, that's fine. As he begins to cast Warding Wind, your counterspell immediately snuffs it out. And he does not get to cast that spell. Which is a good job, to be honest, because it makes all ranged attacks with a disadvantage. All right, and that will end that, which brings us to the Mephits. As they all move. This one moves around you like that. This one moves towards that. And each of them grabs a hold of the obelisk now, and as you see in the center of their torso, it begins to glow bright blue. This very eldritch blue begins to glow in their torso, and as they begin, their forms begin to slowly dissipate and start attaching itself to the obelisks. And that will end their turn, as that was their action, which will bring us to Tilly.
Upon seeing that, I would like to pull this closest method off of this obelisk and put a dagger through it.
Okay, go for it.
What would that just be an attack or an attack?
Yeah, just an attack. Yeah, let's make it just an attack. You can say it's your trip attack. Yeah, you call it your.
But that's like a resource. This is just pulling a thing and stabbing it.
Right, but that
I'm just gonna go for the attack because that was a nat 20.
Pulling something off is a different action to attacking it.
Yeah, I'm just saying it would be like probably an athletics check or something rather than using up my one-shot thing I can do once.
Well, the point of that one-shot thing is that you have that thing so that you can knock people to the ground. So
yeah, it just feels like a weird use of that. I don't have sneak attack on this, right? There's nothing that would get me.
No, nothing giving you advantage.
So that is a total of 12 piercing damage.
Did you remember your sigil?
Oh, I did not. These are bad rolls. It's 12 piercing and 4 radiant damage.
Yeah, radiant damage. So as you reach up towards this thing, you grab it by the back of the head as you plunge your dagger into the middle of it, and that blue light glows brighter for a second before it just vanishes, and this creature just crumbles back down into dust with this last.
Okay. With the rest of my movement, I will start moving over to Ikea.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
I still have a bonus, actually, right?
Yeah.
I can dash.
Okay. And that will end your turn, which brings us to Namari.
Hi, I'm going to do the thing I called at the very beginning, and then my dice fucked me over, but
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
You do have disadvantage on this currently, as you're in the storm and you can't see Akia currently.
With Spell Sniper as well, when I ignore cover, does that
It's not cover, it's obscurement. Like, there is sand in front of your face. You can...
Can I come out first?
You can move, yeah, you
I
can.
would like to do that. I want to stay over the stone just in case I fall.
Okay, good to know.
Move here, and that is a 16 and an 18 plus 1, so 15 and 19.
Yep. Both will hit.
Nice. That is 24 damage.
All right. So as both of them slam into the back of Akir, you see as he flinches as these two small welts of blood appear on his back from where your Eldritch Blast bore into him. And that, would you like to do anything else with your turn? Any bonus action?
No, just nope.
All right, okay. And at the end of your turn, Akir is going to use his last legendary action and is going to make a melee attack at anyone within range. which is you, Tristan, as he brings this kopesh, this poleaxe down and swings it towards you. And that is going to be a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And that is that and one of these. So that is 11 points of slashing damage and 3 points of necrotic damage as this slams into the side of you and it hits into your upper leg, and you can feel that the blade cuts deep, and then it feels like it's drawing the life energy out of you, and you feel as the area around the cut just blackens for a moment as it's enervated. And that will end that, which brings us to his turn. And on his turn, he is going to see if he gets this back. Not one dice. He does not. So you see now as Akia pulls the cloth off of his right forearm, and you see now reaching up the entire right forearm is this what looks to resemble Galkrish, but has taken over the entirety of his right arm, and you can see where the obsidian was on the back of it, and these dwarven lines has broken and shattered open, making these jaws of obsidian on the back of his hand as the claws have elongated out and now drip this black ichor constantly from their tips.
Man, aren't you all glad I stopped using that thing?
And,
well, I mean, not really, because now it means he can.
and as he pulls the cloth off, he just reaches it into the air, and you see as this toothy maw of obsidian lets out this horrific howl. And I would like Namari, Tristan, and Tilly to all make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Ooh, I'm good at those.
22.
16.
Okay.
Ah, fuck, I
9.
radiant damage.
Okay, so that is...
Ooh, I can grant myself advantage on a saving throw, actually.
Yes, you can.
9.
Okay, so you take... so 19 points of damage, halved for Namari and for Tristan, down to 10. And you clasp your hands over your ears as this wave washes over you. But Tilly, you're not quick enough as you hear this wave of this horrible howl hit you. And then nothing, as you are deafened for the next round.
Is it half to 10 or half to 9?
Half to 10.
Okay. Thought we rounded down.
All right, and that will bring us to Tristan.
I'd kind of...
It's going to move up into melee range of you.
I'd like to sort of reel back from my now slightly gammied leg, and say, despite talking to a giant eye, you've only become more blind and cast blindness. So that's going to be
Okay.
a con save.
Yes. He fails with a 7. However, you get the feeling that the spell hasn't taken effect.
Okay. Right, fair enough. Yeah, I'd like to flare my sigil as well now at this point, actually.
Okay,
Should have
so you-
probably done that with everyone else, but didn't.
That's So you flare your sigil as it appears on your head. Your eyes turn golden. Would you like to do anything else your time?
Yeah, because that's a free action to do the sigil.
Do it, yeah.
In that case, bonus. Use my. I always forget the name of it. Sorry. The Elegy of Fated End.
Okay.
Just to try and give him a dissuasion dice. What was that?
It's equal to your dice.
Yeah, but it's a wisdom save.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That is going to be a 15.
Doesn't save.
All right, so he gets that. Is it a D8 currently?
Currently, yes.
D8. Okay, so he gets a D8 that you can give to him as a negative on any roll that you could as per your Bardic Inspiration.
Mm-hmm. And the ring's stored up now.
The ring is stored up. All right. And that brings us to Ronan. Actually, you know what? Before that, at the end of your turn, Tristan is going to use a legendary action, and he is going to hit you. But this time, he's going to use Galkrish.
Oh, lovely.
Oh boy. You need to stay alive. I need flanking.
That's going to be a... This dice is really hard to read. That's 26 to hit. So 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. So with that, this is Galkrish's new dice. So that is...
All ones, yeah.
Totally. Has 13 points of slashing damage and 8 points of necrotic damage.
Right, so 13 and 8.
Kia is... So, as you play your elegy towards Akia, he reaches out towards you, just letting out this horrible howl, tearing at your front torso, catching you right up the front with Galkrish. And as it does, you see this black ore sinks into you for a moment before it whips out back into Galkrish, and you see as Akia's wounds begin to heal slightly. And that will end your go, which brings us to Ronan.
I'm going to try and move in now and try and get out of this. So move 30 feet in, so I'm going to be about here, I think.
You were 40 foot off the edge of the board.
I'm 40 foot from
the edge of the
Tristan,
board.
I meant, but okay.
All right.
Then I'll move in and recast as a bonus action Zephyr Strike.
Okay, and that'll give you the extra movement.
Well, I have to make an attack.
Oh, right, to give you that movement.
To give them movement. So I'm going to try and attack towards him, but I'm heavily obscured with disadvantage.
Okay.
I'm going to use my advantage to cancel that out.
Yeah.
And I'm going to risk it all with the sharpshooter as well.
Okay. Straight roll. Here we go.
You also have an inspiration just in case.
Yes, you do.
Come on. It's a 15 on the dice.
Okay.
Which is plus 11 because of
26.
So the sigil gives me a +1 on top of my +10. -5, 21.
Yeah.
So
that does hit, yes. Here we go with Master Stevie.
It's a very bad class. I'm not incredibly great at it.
Just walk in, right, use a calculator on the board and walk out.
I mean,
that's what we're for. 16.
It's 2018. You own a smartphone.
That's 16 from physical stuff, 1 from holy stuff, and then 15 from modifiers. So
that's 32? 16, 15, and 1.
Yes, 32. Oh, that's super easy to do. That's just 16 times 2. Yes.
Okay. All right.
I didn't come here to do maths, guys.
Wait, what? Hold up. All right.
I'm going to use my 30 feet extra movement now and run in again. So I'll be...
So you're no longer in the...
Yeah, I'll be about here because that's like 15 and I was... Yeah, that's about right.
Okay.
And second attack on a cure because
Attack, move, attack. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Oh, that's only a 10. Okay, no, never mind though because I got +11, 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, this one is only going to be my D10 though.
Can you actually miss? Yes, you can. Barely.
That's going to be 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
12 damage, okay.
Did you add the radiant die?
Yes, there was 3 radiant damage in that 12.
All right, so
I rolled good on it.
As from out of the dust, you launch this bolt towards them, and you see as this coalesced energy around you from the Zephyr Strike pulls into the bolt and fires through the dust. It bursts this tunnel of clear air through as it slams into the side of Akia. He turns towards you to see you once more, strafing through the dust, busting out the side of it as the dust crashes out with you, very anime style. As you slide along the sand, you fire the second shot, strikes into him again, and you can see now he is very angry with you. And that will end your turn.
Yes.
To the lair. And the plane, this entire area begins to shift and move and pulls you and pulls all of the ground further in towards this void. Of like everyone who's currently on sand to make a dexterity saving throw. So that is not you, Gun.
I'm not on sand? Oh no, I'm flying. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
It is Tristan, Tilly, Ronan, and the ball.
Gonna use my sigil to give myself advantage on it.
Okay.
Because it's
yeah,
one
it's
save per round. Yeah.
It's one save around, yeah.
Yeah. And this is
What type of save though is it? Sorry.
It's a dexterity save. Right.
I rolled a 7 and a 6, so that's 13 from me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be 24 for me.
Okay.
28 from me.
And the ball?
$13.
Okay, so as most of you manage to catch your footing, Tilly and the ball are knocked prone and dragged closer into this void. Tilly, you are right on this cusp of it now as it begins to pull you down closer and closer. That will end the lair, which brings us to Gun.
All right. So the little fellow in front of me, he's grabbing the obelisk, right?
He's like, grab a hold of it and he's like, yeah, as he's glowing blue. And seems to be like merging with the obelisk currently.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna smash the shit out of that obelisk with that thing attached.
You're not raging currently.
No, I'm gonna repop my rage.
Okay.
With a sigh.
Yep.
A sigh rage. Okay.
That's different. That's Dark Sun. Sigh rage.
I have the Cudgel of Debate currently out because I walked in with it on my shoulder like a badass.
Yeah, go for it.
So that's going to be a 20 to hit.
That will hit, yes. Just a bit.
Okay, so...
Are you expending a charge?
Okay, I'm hitting an obelisk.
Are you hitting the obelisk or are you hitting the method?
The obelisk. I want to try and destroy it.
Okay.
So that is 14, 16 including rage damage on my first hit. But it's a structure, right?
Yeah.
So I get a D8 on that.
No, you don't. That's if it's a construct, you just double it if it's a structure.
Oh, okay. So what did I say?
Said 18, I believe.
No, 16.
16 doubled. So
32.
32. A lot of 16s. A lot of 32s.
Okay. Oh, math is hard. Ugh.
So, as you bring the cudgel in, you skip hitting the method and slam straight into the obelisk, and you smash straight through it, scattering the entire top part of it across. And as it lands, you see it. Part of it catches into this void and just vanishes away. But the method is held on to where it was, and you see now is the body, instead of making this obelisk taller, is just beginning to reform it.
Okay, well I have another attack, so I'll smash the method.
Okay.
I'm gonna make this reckless as well.
You can do that.
That will be a 25 to hit.
That does hit, yes.
And oh no, I am sorry, little method. That is 19.
Okay, so the first one takes out the obelisk. The second one, as you bring the cudgel back again, you slam it into the method, and it just. It's just.
Nice.
It's like a dust cloud. It's gone completely. It's almost as if you didn't really hit anything, and you sort of catch yourself on the after swing a bit because of how little resistance this thing caused.
Okay. And the boar attacks on my turn as well.
Okay.
Or
so
acts on my
one
turn.
acts on your
So,
turn. Okay.
I feel like he'd get out of the slippery sandy slope into that black hole.
Okay, so he stands up.
Yeah. And head towards Akia.
Okay.
Charge off that way.
Okay.
And he has... It has 40 feet of movement.
Yeah, this is a agender ball. For the purposes of this.
The ball, let's just
This is
go with.
the ball. Oh shit! What up it? That ball. You have control of it now, so you should be able to move.
Hey, dope. Okay.
So it's half. It's used 15 feet of its movement to stand up. So
There's 40. That's 25 left. Let me just measure that out. Oh shit! It gets pretty far.
yeah,
Whoop.
25 feet's a long way.
There we go.
All right. At the end of your turn, Akira's going to take a legendary action and is going to try cast a spell.
Can't
That
do
would-
anything.
It
You're
would
right
ruin
there,
all of
Jamie.
my. It would ruin all of my setup.
And
All of
Joe,
it.
it's
Wait,
fine.
would it? Did you not just try a level 2 spell last turn?
No, but
You
because I
went
used
0, 1, 2.
If I'd have started 1, 2, I'd have been able to do it in a count, but shame.
I'm sure he's not casting anything. particularly
Yeah,
bad.
it's certainly not.
Nothing nefarious.
Okay. I just need to check the player's handbook a second.
You know, just a death ray or something.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I'm just checking the conditions for wish. No, he's not casting that.
Supernova. He's
Casting someone
Sephiroth.
else.
Who learnt Holy? Fuck. No one's learnt Holy. We're going to
You're
be able to
muted,
defeat him.
Susie. This happens a lot today. You're not that bad for it.
I am so not on the ball today with this stuff. Hey. Never mind. It was a Final Fantasy VII joke. It wasn't a good one. Stream heard it, but I can keep face with you guys.
Okay. Are you counterspelling it?
Nope.
Okay. In that case, then, Ronan, I would like you to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma. Okay. That's gonna be a big.
Have you used the sigil yet this round?
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
D6 or D8.
D8.
Please be a high number. Yes. Okay. 15. 19 total.
Ooh, you lucky bugger. Okay, so as he reaches out a hand towards you now, you see these high-level magical sigils begin to appear around his hand, and as he does, he throws his hands towards you, and you are like, "Oh no!" And that force, your force of personality, keeps you anchored to this plane of existence. You are not banished.
Just casual banish. Okay.
That's gonna be a little 14 without the inspiration.
Oh, hey, I'm real good. I'm glad you used that.
All right, and that's going to end that, which will bring us to the methods. This one died horribly, but the one up there is still around and is going to merge with the pillar completely, and that pillar now has this great rune in bright blue appears on it, and the vortex begins to twist harder. And that will end the methods go, because you killed the other two, and brings us to Tilly.
Well, I'm going to bonus action to dash. I'm going to get the fuck out of this hole.
Okay, remember you are prone currently. So,
Yep, that's why I dashed.
okay, so you run out of the hole.
I'm going to stab our nasty friend.
Okay.
With my I won't make this a tripping attack yet because that's part of a combo I had in mind. So just a stabby, and that is a 26, which I would imagine hits.
Yes, that does hit.
Thank God. And I get sneak attack on this because Tristan is there and Tristan is alive. Last time I checked. And that. Ooh, I actually rolled well on my sneak attack for once. 14 plus the die from the radiant thing. 16. And final number is 21 hitting damage.
21 points of damage. All
Yes.
right. Okay, as a reaction, Akia is going to use Vengeance Against Before and is going to Galkrish moves of its own accord, and as you strike in, Galkrish pulls round and strikes and hits you back for the same amount of damage that you just inflicted on Akia.
That was an attack, right?
It's not an attack, no.
Oh, come on.
It's just a happens. It's like a fawns. It's fawns. Right? You didn't check your map mods and rolled elemental fawns. So
Thorns in the form of an attack.
it's not an attack. It's just Galkrish. Galkrish basically breaks Akia's arm to do this. Which will do that, which will bring us to Namari.
Same as before.
More Eldritch Blasts.
More Eldritch Blast. That is a 23 and a 20.
They both hit.
Yay. Mm. 29.
Okay. So as both of the beams blast into him once again, Akira is beginning to breathe heavily now and looks hurt. But at the end of your turn is going to use another legendary action, his final one for this round, and is going to cast another spell. So he is going to cast Haste upon himself.
Oh.
And that will bring us to the top of the round again, which is Akia's turn. And Akia is going to make 2 attacks with Galkrish at you, Tilly.
Oh boy.
And thanks to Rage of Galkrish against you, Tilly, as you were the previous owner of Galkrish, and Galkrish does not forget that, has advantage.
Bye guys.
So that first one is a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Can I?
Ooh.
Sorry, can I cut in words the 20?
Okay, you can, yeah.
That's 6 less, so 14.
14. Does
That does
14
not hit.
Awesome. So, and then the second attack is a 28.
I'm uncanny dodge this one.
Okay, so you're uncanny dodging the one that does hit you. All right. So that is this plus this. That is 8 points of slashing damage and 10 points of necrotic damage. And Akiri.
18. Is that before the uncanny dodge?
That's before the uncanny dodge, yeah.
Okay. So 9.
Akia heals some hit points.
I'm not looking too good, y'all.
Me neither.
Okay. And then using his hasted action, Akia is going to use a special attack, and which is still just an attack, and swing up with Galkrish and tear the fabric of reality asunder in the direction of you, Ronan. Which is going to be a 21 to hit.
Yes, that hits me.
Okay. And that is 4d12.
Just the fabric of reality unraveling towards me for 4d12.
Yeah. 16.
Is this a goddamn JoJo reference?
No, not this time. That's 25 as you see these 5 slashes of pure blackness ripple forward from Galkrish and slam into you. You take 25 points of necrotic damage, and I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw, and this is a frightened effect.
Oh, my wisdom's good. Let's go. 19.
All right, so you are not frightened.
Yeah, I got a big +4.
As it slams into you and you just feel this distinct lack of existence for a moment. And that will end Akia's turn and bring it to Tristan.
Okay. Let's polymorph the bugger
Okay.
into a little frog.
All right. And let's see. Akira's going to use his legendary resistance to automatically succeed.
Thought he might. I thought it might have been used up for the last one though. God damn it.
So that will.
I had the idea that might happen, but I wanted to at least try.
Well, that's his only one. So.
Yeah. Well, I thought the blindness was it.
Mm-mm. No. You know why that didn't work.
I do.
Yeah. All right. And that will. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
It's a bonus to take a potion, right?
It is a bonus to take a potion. Yes.
That's what I'm doing. Okay. So they were just standard that we got from the Styxian Sanctum, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So that's what 2d4 plus. I always forget.
2d4 plus 2.
2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh,
plus
that's good.
I have it on my DM screen that I'm using now.
Yay! So that's 4, 3. 9.
9 points of healing. All right.
Yep.
So as you do that, at the end of your turn, Akira is going to use a legendary action to cast a spell.
Yeah, let's counterspell this one.
All right. Okay. So.
Oh wait, no. Was it this round that I?
It's just been your turn, so
Word.
you've just got it back.
Oh right, yeah, sweet, yeah. Definitely counterspelling this one then.
Okay. So you counterspell the Bestow Curse, but targeting Tilly.
Yeah, boy.
All right.
It's gone.
So that's another third level spell he used there, which will bring us to Ronan.
Yeah, I'm gonna run to here, and I'm gonna hit Tilly with the second level Cure Wounds.
Okay.
For 2d8 plus 4. 14 points back.
Nice.
And then I will move to here.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm going to give him the business with I'm going to prepare with a Hunter's Mark on him this turn.
Okay. So you cast a Cure Wounds, so you can't.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, so no, that's fine. I'll just take up position and I have the Talwar.
Okay. All right. At the end of your turn, Akira is going to use a legendary action to pull his hands up once again and cause another series of mephits to appear from the ground, this time 4 of them. And this time I'm going to put them on the token layer and then move them so I don't have any surprises appear. That's 5. I'm really good at this, guys. Okay. So that will end that, which brings us to the lair. And the lair is going to... yeah, so once again, the entire area begins to pull harder, and I would like everyone to make everyone that isn't currently Namari or Gun to make a dexterity saving throw, please. God, what stat is right then, even though it's written in front of me.
That's a 21 from me. A
Okay.
little bit better than last time.
Do we have our advantage thing back on this turn?
If it's been your turn,
Oh yeah, cool. Let's go. Advantaged.
Yeah, that's a 21 from me as well. Didn't use mine though.
That's natural on me
okay.
because it was
Natural
a
20.
5. Yeah, it was a 5 otherwise.
And the ball. Okay. I'm going to take it that that's a low number.
It was a 1.
Oh, right. Okay. So the ball is now dragged 15 feet, and you see as the ball hits the void and is going to take damage. Jesus.
Look, on the upside, it's not one of us.
Jesus.
It's my boar, my beautiful baby boar.
That's 65 points of necrotic damage.
Always dead.
You see as the boar touches the void and then just is gone.
Single tear.
Alas, poor bacon.
That could have been me.
It could have been better.
Okay, and that will end the Lair's go, which brings us to Gun.
All right. Well, Gun is going to. I'm gonna. Oh.
Remember, you can be on top of someone because you're flying, but you're measuring too far there. You're measuring from in front of you.
Thank you. Dang it. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. Just gonna go woof. It's 60 feet flying, right? Yep. And then I'm going to get one of my hand axes, just throw it at Akia.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna do it recklessly.
Okay. You recklessly throw that hand axe.
Yeah. One's a natural 20. So it's 2d6 plus 6.
Yep.
Oh no, that's wait. It's a 6 and a 5, so 11 plus 6, 17.
Do you have your sigil popped?
Yes, plus a d4.
Brilliant.
Plus 2d4.
2d4s.
2d4. Okay, so that's 4 from the sigil,
Okay.
and then it's 17 from one hand axe.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna follow it up with another.
Okay.
Are you throwing all your babies at him?
I've got 3. I'm keeping one. That would be a 21 to hit.
That does hit, yeah?
Okay, it's just 1d6. Oh, that one's only 8.
Only. Okay. All right. So as the two hand axes slam into Akia now, he looks around you on all sides, and he's going to take his final legendary action at the end of your turn to cast a spell. And he's going to use his 1 6th level spell slot, and he is going to cast Scatter, which
I knew he was a hands-on main.
I would like everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
No.
Wait. Advantage.
My advantage.
Yeah, same.
Oh, I've used my advantage.
Yes.
Oh,
Another 19.
Another nat 20 on the dice. That's
That was nearly super bad. I mean, I failed because I got a 12, but that was nearly really bad because I got a 1 on one of those dice.
I
Okay.
think this might be my highest wisdom save of the game.
And what is it?
14.
Okay, so Namari.
23.
Okay, Tristan.
nat 20.
Ronan.
19.
Okay. Tilly.
14.
Okay.
12.
12. Okay. And Akia is going to expend Will of the Duskgrave, which is the only one of these he gets, to raise his DC to 20 for this round only. So who got under 20? So you three. Okay, so you three wink out of existence and appear anywhere within 120 feet. It must be on the ground or a floor though, so he can't just drop you into the void.
I just got there.
So he's going to move you.
Still fly.
A long time to walk places.
Wait, anywhere within how far?
120 feet.
Ah, sharpshooter, don't worry.
And he's going to move you all the way. So you guys are all an additional 25 feet further back than where you actually are.
Oh boy.
Because the battle map's not big enough to support this spell, because
We need a bigger map.
Stuart didn't think of that. When he put the spell in there. Whew, okay, so that is going to do that, which brings us to the methods. And they're all going to move up and begin attaching themselves to the pillars. Okay, and that is going to end that turn, which brings us to Tilly.
Well, I'm fucking miles away. So I will 25 foot. You said, right?
So yes, you are 25 foot off the board right now. So you.
Okay, so I will use a turn of movement to get back on the board.
Okay, so you're back on the board.
Then I will dash as a bonus action. Go
Yeah.
with this method. I will strike this method with my fancy glass daggers.
You will hit the method. Okay.
Yes. That is a 26, which is pretty good. I'm expecting and hoping that hits.
Yeah, it does hit.
Okay.
Imagine it's like, no, the method does not get hit with 26.
This method has 38.
It's like bullet dodging out of the way.
This is a bad roll. This is a total of 9 damage.
9 damage to the method. Okay, so you stab into this method and it seems hurt by it, but it's still like just like attached to this and like it's like zapping, like shaking back and forwards as you attack this. Which brings us to Namari.
I look around at Tristan and Akir. How badly wounded does Akir seem to be?
He seems bloodied. He seems like he's taken some hits and he's starting to be a bit ragged here.
I'm still gonna try and stop the Mephits from whatever the fuck they're doing.
Okay, so you're shooting at a Mephit.
Yeah.
Which one?
The one next to Tristan and Akir.
Okay, good to know.
I'm 11 and 21.
Okay. The 11 will miss, 21 will hit.
18. No, sorry, just a 5. 13.
13 points of damage. Okay.
Maths.
All right. So as it plunges into the Mephit, you see it scatters a bunch of its form away, but it's still managing to hold on. Yeah, that's right. Okay. And that will.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Plus radiant?
No, I'm not. No, never mind. Keep going.
Okay. All right.
Math hard, not me good at it. Also English hard.
And so we come to the top of the round. Do you guys want to take a quick break here? Do you guys need the toilet or anything? Or should we carry on going? You need the toilet?
Yes,
all right.
please.
Okay. Right, we'll take a very quick break here. We don't want to cut the tension too much. We're just going to go have a restroom break, and then we'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm going to
All right, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for being with us for that short break. Let's get right back in, shall we, with Akia's round.
Oh no.
And there's only one person.
I mean, if you don't want to just start with his round, if you want to skip and start with someone else's round, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah, we can get back to him if you'd like.
Akia's going to see if he gets either of his things back. He gets both of them back. Okay.
Of course he does.
I like the narrative of a disobedient method. He should take it out.
You like that narrative, but you can write the fanfic if you'd like.
Why
But in this reality...
In this reality, I'm about to die.
So, Akira's going to make 3 attacks with Galkrish at you, Tristan.
I'm about to die.
You the big.
The first one is a 30.
A what? Sorry?
A 30.
Oh, I thought you said 13. I got really happy for a second.
No. The second one's a 29.
Hmm.
And the third one is a 29.
Very good at hitting people. Okay.
He is. Thank you, new red dice.
Hmm.
My sister bought me them. All right. So the first hit is 13 points of slashing damage and 1 point of necrotic. Reroll that. I just dropped that. The second one is 10 points of slashing and 11 points of necrotic.
Wait, 10 slashing, then 11.
Yeah, so no
Oh.
21. You're not resistant to necrotic, are you?
Why would I be?
Just making sure. And then the last one is another 11 points of slashing and 5 points of necrotic.
Yeah, I was already down by that one.
Oh, you were down by the...
Yeah, sorry, I was just doing it, adding it up then. I was down just before that one hit,
All right, so you took 2 hits.
and then went down, yeah.
Okay, well, in that case then, Akira would use the third attack to throw a Terror of the Endless Dark at Namari.
Sure.
And that is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, let me just put the big red X on Tristan. So that is... $25 points of necrotic damage.
Jesus Christ.
As this tear of pure entropy ripples out towards you. And I would like to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please. And a constitution saving throw for your concentration.
That is a 1. So.
On the wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, let's just do it that way.
Because I asked you to do that one first, so.
Yeah, I'm thinking if I'm using that for. I'm using the advantage for the con. Or the gan is I'm using the advantage for the con. It's double 19. Fuck. I have very sarcastic dice, apparently.
Your dice are the best.
Yeah. So.
They can't help but roll high for 90% of the time, but when they roll low, it's always a 1.
So for the Constitution save, it's 22.
All right, so you took 25.
No, yeah.
You took 25 points
Yeah.
of damage.
Half. That's
Half.
fine.
Yeah, that's fine. You're
So
good.
you can still fly to get back,
But you are frightened for a minute.
but I'm frightened for a minute.
And
cool.
you can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn.
What's new?
Pussycat. Oh.
And from that all, Akia heals.
Sorry.
Oh, you're still flying, right?
Yeah, still fine.
Because
You're
it's
gonna get very
cowering.
far away.
He's cowering in midair. Okay, and that will end Akia's go, which brings us to Tristan.
Right. I'm using this because it's given me 2 nat 20s so far, and I feel like that's a good idea.
Okay.
Don't die. Don't die.
It's a 16. I got really panicky then, thought it was a 6. Because, okay, this is the hard to read one.
Yeah. All right, so you
Ones
pass that
do
death
not
saving.
exist.
The end of your turn, Akira is going to use a legendary action to cast a spell. And is going to cast a spell at the only person in range, which is Mari.
Hey.
and is going to cast that, which is a wisdom saving throw, right? You have polymorph. Is polymorph a wisdom saving throw?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
it is.
believe
Yeah, okay.
so.
Wisdom saving throw.
Lydia, no!
So as you cower there in midair,
Yeah, yes.
you're this tiny little scorpion.
Ew.
I mean, at least you've turned into something that works in the desert. I was intending to turn him into a frog, just to out of the environment.
With a fancy hat.
No,
Oh.
he doesn't get to be fancy.
Oh.
Does that mean I have still maintained concentration, or does that mean that?
Yeah, you do. You maintain concentration.
Flying
Oh,
scorpion.
I'm
Just
a flying scorpion.
okay.
Lydia,
I'm a flying frightened scorpion.
that means that you can bring about the winds of change.
Which brings us to Ronan.
I will find you.
Oh, Susie, that was her.
Don't accept it. If you accept it,
Who did I hit? Did I hit a Kira or did I hit the Maffets?
did you just snap a pencil in half?
That is a week of singing that in front of people at the age of 14.
It's a lot of anger.
Oh,
There's a lot of anger.
Jesus.
That
Flip
still
it.
gives me PTSD.
Guys, am I hitting a Kira or am I hitting these Maffets? What are
Hit
these
him.
Maffets doing? Okay.
I have another one.
I'm switching to my longbow
Okay.
and I'm going to fire my first shot at a Kira.
You have disadvantage on these, remember?
Oh, yeah, because I'm way out in the...
Because you're in the stone.
Shit, did I just do the Zephyr Strike combo again, or did I just risk it? I risk it at disadvantage. I want to hit him. Oh no, it was a 9 on the dice.
That's a 20.
That's a 20 to hit. Never mind.
Yeah, that hits.
There's not many numbers I'm really scared of then.
Well, yeah, there is like 4 numbers you're scared of.
Okay. Okay, cool. 3, 6, 10, 11, 16.
16 points of damage?
Yes, because I have Longbow, Colossus Slayer,
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark,
Yeah.
and Sigil.
Yeah.
And then second attack, because we're
Maybe like rolling dice.
a lot of dice.
Lots of-
We're gonna risk it with disadvantage and sharpshooter.
Okay. In before
I'm not scared of numbers.
in before
Fuck this.
-1 and still hits.
18, 16, 27, 22.
It still hits. Go for it.
But it's only not as many dice this time. 5, 9, 13, 23, 28.
28.
Total. Yes.
Okay.
Does he keep up his polymorph?
What was the first hit? The first hit was like 16 was the first hit.
Yeah,
Makes the first one, and then the second hit was how much altogether?
28.
28, yeah. Okay, so half of 28 is 14. What's his con? What's his con bonus? 13. Which means the polymorph ends. And oh wait, I need to make second ones. So does haste.
Oh, nice.
Because he has 3 concentration slots.
MVP, Ronan, jeez.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to do the dreaded mathematics. There we go. I figured it out. All right. So as both of them slam in, you see the sheer force of the second one, not expecting to see these arrows flying out of the dust, catches Akira off balance, and for a moment, his focus on his magic stops, and you see as his form stops shifting very slightly, and Namari just back into a person. That will end your turn.
I'm going to use my movement and get just there, because I'm 25 feet off, so 30 feet in.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Akira's going to use a legendary action to move full distance. Which is 60 feet to that. And that's going to end Akira's turn. Sorry, end the legendary action, which brings us to the lair. And the lair is going to make everyone make a dexterity saving throw, which you fail, Tristan, automatically because you're incapacitated.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
That's a 16 from me.
16.
21.
You take nothing due to evasion, Tilly. Okay. Namaru?
15.
15. Tristan, you fail. What did you get? Sorry, Ronan?
19.
19. Okay, so
Yes.
you all pass, apart from Tristan. Tristan, you fail a death saving throw.
Also, question. If I go down, what
Yes.
happens to any inspiration or elegies that I pass out? Are they
Still
still
there.
up?
Still
Okay,
there.
just checking.
Yeah. The magic has left your form and is in someone else.
I was just wondering because that I can still choose to do potentially.
Yeah, so you all take 4 points of damage, apart from Tilly, who takes 0 because of evasion. Tristan, you fail a death saving throw, so you're on 1-on-1 right now. Okay, and that will end the Lair's go, which brings us to Gun.
Okay, so I am going to. So I'm 25 feet off.
25 feet off the board. You're 120 feet away from where you were previously.
Okay. How much to get me in front of Akira?
It would be action and movement. It would be dash.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
dash, you have
yeah.
120 feet. So,
Yeah.
but you are. Actually, you could only make it to here,
All right, fair enough.
next to this method.
Yep. I
Yeah.
will zoom over to in front of that method then.
Okay.
Where's my little token diagram? Whoop. And then I'll just spin around and hit the method.
That would take your action.
Oh, it
to
is. Yeah,
dash.
yeah. Never mind. Yep.
Okay.
Can I use my
Alright.
bonus action to keep my rage because I haven't hit anything, or just pop a rage again?
If you pop your rage again, I'll say that.
Yeah, yeah,
Pop
right,
your
I'll
rage
just-
again. Yeah. Another rage. You're like, I feel myself getting calm. No.
I just think back to that beer that was served. There was puddle water, and I'm angry again.
You think back to your parched, beerless throat. Okay, so that will end your go, which brings us to the Mephits, and all of them have been channeling for a turn, so they all form a new sigil on each of these pillars, except for the one on the bottom right. It reforms the pillar after it was destroyed rather unceremoniously by Gun. So you see two of these now have one sigil on, and one of them has two sigils on, and this void is beginning to churn very heavily. And near the bottom of it, you see this glowing blue line has appeared. And that will end the Mephits go, which brings us to Tilly.
Well, I guess I can't stab at Method anymore.
No, you can't.
I can't move very quickly is the thing, guys. Okay, I will use my entire backing turn and get over here.
Dash, dash, dash.
That's it, that was bonus and action.
Yeah, so you run round as quick as you can, stopping yourself slipping on the sand as you run round and plant your feet on rock, which will bring us to Namari.
With the frightened, can I move to Tristan, or does that count moving closer to Akir?
It would, if you moved in a straight line across, you're not actually getting any closer to Akir, so that wouldn't.
I will do that, and I will feed Tristan one of the fun health potions we're having.
Okay, which health potion?
one of the ones from the torture thing, because that's the only ones I have.
Okay, good to know.
You're healing. Ooh, nice, max. So 8 to 10.
10. You wake up, Tristan, and your throat tastes of blood. Tastes like blood.
I assume I bit my tongue on the way down.
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
You're not drinking Tilmarian's blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that.
That's how I get to sleep tonight.
That is how you get to sleep tonight.
I mean, I didn't tell him.
No, that's true.
I could.
Which will bring us, which at the end of your turn, Akir will use his last legendary action, and he's going to cast a spell again. And
I'm awake now. Do I have a reaction? I didn't see if you nodded or not.
Uh-oh, we got Robo DM again.
Oh, sorry about one. Sorry about that. I think I'm back.
Yeah, you are.
Good. You're good?
Hello.
All right. Sorry. You know how my internet is sometimes. You do have a reaction. You are within.
Yeah, counter spell.
Okay. So you counterspell Akir's plane shift as Akir tries to run away. As he throws his hand out, and you see Galkrish scores this line in the air. Actually, you need to roll for that. It's a 7th level spell.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
What is it that I'm rolling?
You're rolling plus charisma.
Plus charisma. Yeah, boy. An 18 is better than an 8. So 19, 20, 23.
You successfully counterspell it. So as this line begins to open and you see an unfamiliar space beyond, you reach out and humming the most disharmonious melody you can, you cause the world song to twist and bend at that point, shattering the spell. And as Akir goes to reach for it, he stumbles slightly and goes, "No!" Turns towards you, and it is going to be Akir's turn, and he is going to fling his arm out towards let's see, he's going to use his 5th level spell, actually. I believe this works that way. Let me just check something.
Really hope this guy runs out of spells soon.
I imagine the counter spell was more like, when you put your fingers in your mouth to whistle, it was just the middle fingers.
Classy, Tristan, classy.
Very classy.
I mean, I feel like it's on brand.
Is your brand? Yes, he's going to target 2 creatures with this. So I would like Gun and Ronan to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh, shit.
Am I not still heavily obscured?
You are, but Akir can see you.
Okay.
Still got the sigils, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Tristan, you don't.
Yeah, I assumed I didn't.
Oh, wait. Did you say Tristan or Ronan?
Tristan, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
I went down.
I think.
I just want to, for a moment, picture the fact that when Namari was a scorpion, that scorpion still had the sigil and the glowing golden eyes. It's Pope Scorpion.
I'm gonna say, in some cultures, you would have probably been revered as a god.
In Russia, maybe.
Famous for their scorpions.
Yeah, famous. Yeah.
I
Okay.
got a 17.
Okay. What did you get, Ronan?
Wait, Ronan, you said Tristan
First you
again?
said-
No,
first
no.
you said Ronan,
Sorry.
and you said
It should have been you, Ronan. Tristan was the one that doesn't have the sigil anymore.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, wisdom
you'll still
save.
be. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to use the sigil.
Yeah.
Oh, they were both bad? Oh, no. What is my wisdom? Please be decent.
It's pretty decent, I think.
I'd hope so. He's a ranger.
17.
Okay. What did you get? You got
17.
17 as well. Okay. You see now as Gun and Ronan vanish, and you both appear
Shit.
back in Downell. Looking around, you see there's a crowd of people that have gathered around here, around this circle, and Duskwater trying to hold them back. And you see there now the March Lord is like, "What's going on? Is Akir dead?"
fucking know he's not dead!
What are you doing here then?
I don't know!
Gun was on like full health, right?
Yeah, I haven't been touched.
This is a lot harder without gun.
And not only is she pissed because she's now in Dallas, she's pissed because she hasn't even hit him yet. Except with hand axes, but not properly hit him.
Okay. Which is going to bring us to
Oh dear.
Tristan.
Okay. I have 2 ideas. I will see which one I do. I should have really set the parameters before rolling.
Sorry, by the way, my wisdom save is 19 because I forgot to make that at the end of my turn for the frightened.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you're no longer frightened then.
Cool.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna fireball him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There's no one around him anymore. That's
True. And he still has the elegy. So if
you're
he
gonna make him use
rolls
that.
high, not gonna roll.
Natural 1.
Sweet. Yeah. Okay. That is fine by me for whatever
Yeah.
reason.
So you
so that's
fireball him.
6. Yep. So that's those. Then that's those as well.
All right.
Let's just get that right in there. Okay. Could be better. It could be worse. So, bear with me while I do mental arithmetic.
That's all right.
And by mental arithmetic, I say calculator.
So not mental at all.
Nope. That's 28 points of fire damage.
It's computer mental.
Yeah. So yeah, 28 points of fire damage.
28 points of fire damage. I believe that's exactly an average roll for a fireball. As it hits Akir, you notice that it doesn't seem to do as much as you would expect. Seems like his body is hardened against fire.
Thought it might, but that's the most damage I could have done.
All right, and that will end your turn. And at the end of your turn, Akir is
I would
going.
like to stand up.
Oh, and you're going to stand up. Okay. The end of your
Yep.
Banishment,
and actually move
concentration.
behind.
banishment is a concentration spell. That is true. That's a 21.
Yeah, I'd like to stand up and move behind the obelisk.
Okay.
Interpose it in case it needs line of sight for anything.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. How many of those does he have? Because he's going to, at the end of your turn, he's going to try and cast a spell.
That's on my 3rd, so there's no counters anymore.
Okay. He does have another one of these. Okay. He's going to cast a spell, and I would like Namari to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
As well advantage on that because I don't
Yeah.
think I've used it yet.
I think you have.
And 17.
17? Okay. So you look towards Akir and you see now he looks heavily wounded. He is bleeding, he is burnt, his breath is ragged. And then the magic touches you and you think, oh God, I've got to help him. He's on my side. What am I doing? And you are dominated.
Cool.
Which brings us to Vernon. You're incapacitated because you're on a different plane. Which will bring us to the lair, and the lair is going to try and drag everyone in again. So, Tristan, it's just you. Make dex save.
Dex, that's going to be a 20 non-natural.
Okay, you're fine. You stay still. And then that is going to bring us to Gun, and then the methods. There's nothing there. And then Tilly.
Well, I have to burn my bonus dodge to get over to him, but I'm fucking over there.
Okay.
Let's mess this dude up. I'm going to go for that trip attack.
Okay.
Finally. I would have liked to do it with another attack to follow up with, but I struggled to get that. That's a 4 on the dice.
Plus.
A million.
Plus 9, so 13.
Unfortunately, that's not enough to hit. His AC is low, but not that low.
Do I still use a triple attack up with my miss?
You have advantage, remember, though. You've got your sigil flared.
On attacks?
No, it's a +1 to attacks, I think.
It's a +1. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I encountered that.
Yeah, okay. Never mind.
Well, I tried.
You did. Namari.
I'm going to turn around to Tristan and use
Yes, you are.
my Fey presence.
Yeah, sure, let's do that. Yeah.
My Fey presence charmed to say, okay, Can and Ronan have clearly run away. If we're on his side, then we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Look, I mean, we can turn this around, right? And make me a wisdom save.
Is it a charm effect?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I don't expend the trip attack. It's when you hit.
Right, okay, it's when you hit. Good.
What save as well? Was it wisdom?
Wisdom.
18 then.
18.
16.
Okay, so you pass and you're like, what? No, you see is this, you're unperturbed by this strange fey presence that Namari takes on for a moment, and her words, which you're an elf, so you have advantage on that, but
I did.
Oh, did you? All right.
Yeah. That's why I was like, yeah, boy.
Okay.
That's why I asked it was charmed.
Yeah, it is charmed. Okay, so that will end Namari's go, which will bring us to Akia, who is going to
Do I
cast
get a save on that at the end of my turn on the ring or not?
dominate person. Let me check.
Is it not clear?
It's not on the card, but I'm going to say yes because I can't bother looking it up.
Okay.
I can do it. I've got the PDF open.
Doesn't matter with a 10.
Yeah, it's every time you take damage.
Is it every time you
Make
take
a wisdom
damage?
save. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Akira's gonna cast another spell, and is he's running out of spell slots.
Thank God.
Good.
He's gonna point a finger towards you, Tilly.
Are you sure he hasn't forgotten him here? He was pretty focused on like the other direction.
He might have not. He might have forgotten, but Galgrish hasn't. He's going to point a finger towards you, and I would like, and it's a spell attack. So that is a 28.
I heard the word attack in there.
Yeah. So you can uncanny dodge it.
Uncanny dodge, please.
Okay. So, 6, 8. So that's 20. Sorry, it's 14 points of poison damage. I'd like to make a Constitution saving throw. So that 14 is reduced to 7.
Constitution, you say?
Yeah.
That is a 11. I'm gonna
Okay.
use the sigils advantage on that actually.
Okay.
That's a natural one, which I get to roll. 19. Okay, it took a few.
Okay. So you're not poisoned.
Thank God.
All right.
How much was that poison damage again?
7 after uncanny dodge.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. That will end Akia's turn, which brings us to Tristan.
Second level dissonant whispers.
Okay.
Wisdom save. 60 feet.
Okay, just gonna counterspell it.
Rude.
Ooh.
Very rude.
She's on the other foot.
It's okay. I have more. I can do that again. Later. Just not right now. In that case,
You should see what the like. I'm having to keep track of all the spells he's using. The list is like growing really long.
Yeah, in that case, I'll just sort of lean out from around the obelisk and shout to Tilly, "You're doing great! Keep it up!" Get an inspiration.
Thank you.
Okay. And at the end of your turn, Akira's going to use the legendary action to hit you, Tilly, with Galgrish.
hmm
Which
The economy on those with only 3 of us here sucks.
which is 19 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. So that is this and this, which is 11 points of slashing and 1 point of necrotic.
Okay, and it's not a new round, is it?
It's not. No. It's not been your turn yet. Okay. Which will end that, which brings us to Ronan, the lair. So Tilly and Tristan, please make saving throws for me. Dexterity.
Not me?
Not you.
Or,
You're
because
flying.
I'm still flying, yeah.
Flying.
17 for me.
It only affects hostile creatures.
That is a 13 from me.
Okay, 17 and 13. So Tilly, you are moved 25 feet close.
20, Jesus.
20, 25. You are on the very edge. You can
I only have 25 feet of movement, Stuart.
It starts off as 10, and then for every activated obelisk, it gets more. All right, and that will end the lair, gun, Nephit, Tilly.
Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is leave this big hole that I'm in.
Yeah.
I'd like to not be in that hole anymore.
Oh, wait. Sorry. The lair action knocks you prone.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'll dash and get out of the big hole.
Okay.
Jeez.
All right.
I'll hit him once with my dagger.
Okay.
That is a 19.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, sweet. This will be a tripping attack.
Okay.
Let's roll my tiny d4. That was a fucking 1 on the d4.
Okay.
I'll do the radiant one as well. So it's 4, 6, 10. 11 damage.
11 damage.
DC 15 save while on his axe.
He makes it, unfortunately.
Cool.
With, 16 on the dice plus. Okay. And then con save for concentration for the banishment.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a good facepalm or a bad facepalm for us?
Natural 1.
Yay!
So as he
We might all die.
as he runs towards you and jams the blade, and you run towards him and jam the blade into him, he jumps to the side for a moment, jumpy at this point, trying to concentrate on all of these different things, which reminds me, the dominate person passes that. But as he jumps, he loses some of his magic, hold on some of his magic, and Gun and Ronan, as you're trying to explain what's going on to the March Lord and all of the people assembled, you appear back in the room, as it were, which will bring us to Namari.
I will go. Are you mad? What are you doing? And walk towards Tristan with shocking grasp.
Okay.
Whew, that actually bounced from a 13 to a 1, you lucky bastard. The other one is still a 17, 18.
Cutting words.
Okay.
You make me survive because I only have what you gave me. So what were you? What did you roll? Because I rolled a 6.
18 to 12 then.
Yeah, that misses.
So I'm just trying to,
Yeah, and I am now out of inspo.
All right.
Can you please just slap me in the face so I can get out of this?
Okay. Right. So at the end of your turn, Namari Akira is going to use his last of that. He's got first and second and some third level spells left. But this is his last high level spell, which he can't use because that's the wrong level. So he's going to use a different one instead. And he's going to use it on you, Tilly. And I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god, the one I'm good at. That's a 21.
Okay. So as these tendrils of entropy reach out from Galkrish towards you, you take no damage.
That's how I like it.
because you take no damage on a pass exit. Except, is it? Wait, does it say a dex saving throw to take half damage?
Yes.
Right. Okay, so you do take some damage
Oh boy.
because it's different damage numbers for this one if you succeed it or if you fail.
Wow, that sucks.
So that is, you take 9 points of necrotic damage, and the spell ends, as opposed to carrying on and doing 4d8 a turn.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, so as he casts Enervation and draws the life force out of you, you feel your skin where these tendrils touch blacken, but you dodge out of the way quick enough that it only leaves residual marks. Which will bring us to Akia's turn. And Akia is going to make...
I was a cake and surrender.
Make an apology.
He's going to do... right, he's going to do this. He's going to cast a spell against you, Ronan, because he's scared of you. So make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
So not scary.
I mean, the damage you do is disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. 9.
Okay, so you feel yourself, as you pull your bow back, you freeze up. And the whole person spell.
Oh wait, a round has passed since we've been banished.
Yes.
Is my sigil still active, even though we got thrown from the plane?
Oh, geez, how many rounds has it been now? It's actually run out.
We've been 10 rounds. Good
This
lord.
combat has been more than a minute. Yep.
Okay, that's fine. Who's that?
Which is pretty insane. Okay, so you are frozen solid. And that brings us to Tristan.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna give it one more go with the second level Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. Actually, no, you know what? Counter spell. Last third level gun.
God damn this individual.
He is not looking good at all. But that will bring us to Ronan, so you get to make your saving throw.
12.
Okay, and at the end of your turn, Akira is going to attack Tilly once. Galkrish. That is going to be a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. I have 3 health, so I'm down. However much this
Yeah,
does.
you are. Yeah. The important part is that he gains some HP back.
Can I uncanny to make it last?
No, the HP is a set amount. So, it's good for him. Not necessarily good in general, but that will bring us to the lair. So I would like, so you're down, Tilly, as he carves into you with Galkrish, and you hear Galkrish for the first time in a long time ring through your thoughts. You just hear, yes. And then you pass out. And that is going to end that, which brings us to the lair. And I would like everyone to make that isn't Namari and Gun.
I
You're still
would welcome
flying.
my new overlord.
Gun's still flying. To make a dexterity saving throw.
I auto fail, I guess.
Do auto fail. So you move to here.
Unnatural 20.
Okay.
I auto fail,
You do.
assuming I'm held.
Yeah. So you move further in,
Does the flying person want to save me, maybe?
which brings us to Gun.
Weighing her options.
I would like to float my beautiful dwarven ass in front of Akia. Pull
Okay.
forth my maul and say, "Excuse me, sir, I would like to engage you in a spot of debate," and hit him with it.
Are you raging?
Of course I am.
Okay. How many rages have you used?
This is
That's
my
right.
last one.
Oh, right, crikey. Okay.
Yeah.
You've
Okay.
raged 3 times prior to this.
Yeah, this is my last one then. This is my
Okay.
4th.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. And this is going to be reckless.
All right, good to know.
Natural 20.
All right.
With the cudgel of debate. So
Okay.
Is that the first, like, major hit?
this is
as
the
well?
first real use of it. Yeah, I mean, I did hit the method, but that doesn't count.
Oh, this is the first time you're spending a charge, right?
Yeah, boy.
Which all of those dice are doubled.
Yeah, boy. If he fails the con save, but then half damage still. So I'll just do the normal damage.
That's an 8 on the
Oh,
con
he
save.
fails.
If killing him doesn't end the sand thing, I'm going to be very disappointed. in you.
Okay, so let me just do the dice. So that's 27 just on the hit,
Okay.
and then so that's 8 plus. Oh my god, my brain. 16 thunder.
Okay.
And then 6 necrotic.
Okay, so it's 27, 16, and 6, right? So that's 22, 40, 49 points of damage in total. So, Gunhill Firebraid. Akia stands before you now as you swing your maul towards him. How does he die?
I want to hit him so hard over the head that the mask goes down into his like torso. I just want to like
Okay.
squish him. I want to concertina him as best I can. Just
All right. So, as you bring your maul down, as you float down towards him, charging at him from the air, you slam your maul into the top of his head and you feel the mask crunch and break underneath. And for a moment, you see his face scarred and burned as it looks up at you with these milky white eyes before the full force of the maul hits as the magical enchantment detonates and his face just and collapses underneath the weight of it. And you see now as he reaches out towards you, he just motion leaves his hands and he stumbles forward. And just as he's about to fall to the ground, his arm pulls up, drags him forward, and you see now Akia is dead, but Galkrish survives.
I have 2 attacks. Can I hit Galkrish?
You can. Yeah.
Okay, I'm still reckless.
Yeah, so Kia doesn't have a head right now, but is moving around,
Oh, this is horrible.
being dragged forward by the arm.
Does 18 hit?
That does hit.
Okay. 11.
11 points of damage. Okay.
And then I will waste another charge if Galkrish can make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, you're hitting the body.
Okay, hitting the body,
Still.
right.
Yeah. It still uses Akia's stats. That's 14.
14 is the DC, so
Okay, so that's a pass.
that's a pass. Okay, let me do the damage. That is 12 thunder and 5 necrotic.
Okay. So half of that, right?
Yes.
So that's 6
6 and
and 3.
3.
2.
2.
6 and 2. 8. So
First, we rounded up earlier.
Oh.
I don't know. But
Oh, he's gone.
look, don't worry about it. Fine. We'll figure it out. We'll workshop it. Do it live. Whatever. We'll go for
We need
downs
to just
from
get
now on.
stickers that's like round it up or down and just
Yeah, I
stick
need
it to the monitor.
I need to put it on my
if
screen.
only someone had a DM screen.
I'm gonna. I just said I'm gonna put it on my screen. All right. Get off my back, yo. All right. It's gonna bring us to Tilly. Make a death saving throw.
Gladly. That's a 6.
Okay.
So that's a fail.
Yes. Which brings us to Namari. You are free from the domination, as you are free from the whole person, Roman.
I'm still having my hands sort of
You're
clawing
currently,
Kristen in the face.
yeah, like stroking Tristan's face in a
Just-
very like
You know, the
angry
killing
way.
thing wasn't,
It's
even,
like
wasn't even a problem, but you just made it weird.
yeah.
Um,
Well,
and-
you were being controlled by Akia, so
yeah.
wasn't you.
Did I just attack you?
Well, you tried.
Okay,
You also did the whole thing.
cool. I look around and fly, seeing Tilly down. I fly over to Tilly, and another health potion.
Okay.
That is 6.
Okay.
Health back.
All right.
Okay, I think I'm still going to die to the lair action, but thank you.
So,
Better than getting an auto crit.
Akia is dead and Akia's plans are dead. But Galkrish has its own motors. So it's going to walk 15... half movement. Yeah. Half of Akia's movement. He's going to walk over to you, Tilly, but only gets a move or an action, so can't do anything this turn.
But it was in my melee range and then left.
Okay, does get attack of opportunity.
Yes. Do I still get reckless?
Yeah, it's on all of your attacks.
27.
Yeah, that hits.
Let's just say that hits, yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
12. Bludgeoning.
Okay. Feels weird you saying bludgeoning now.
I know, right? I'm not used to it.
Yeah. Okay. So Galkrish drags Akia's body towards you, Tilly, and is unable to strike this turn because it only gets a move or an action. It's kind of hard when you're a sentient claw dragging around the entire body. But that will bring us to Tristan.
It's got no head, and I like to mess with people's minds, so I don't really know how useful I am right now.
It really does have no head, and no, it's got a concave here. The collarbone and the sternum's all broken. You can see parts of the ribs sticking out from underneath this mess. Just imagine cut someone off like that.
I'm just trying to read definitions, by the spell. It's creature wouldn't be considered as...
It is considered a creature.
Galkrish is considered a creature.
Yes.
Right. Okay, that does open some doors.
Galkrish is currently inhabiting the body of Akia.
Okay, then.
It's a good job you didn't die while under the effects of Galkrish, Tilly.
Okay, yeah, in that case, another Dissonant Whispers on this one.
Okay.
But this is just going to be a first level.
Yeah. What's Galkrish's mental stat?
Also, if it's part of the body, has the elegy gone now that the body that it was?
Yes, this is a different creature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to.
It's a different creature.
Wanted to know that one.
That's a 16.
That meets.
Okay.
So that means it doesn't succeed. As in the full effect, right?
No.
Okay.
It does succeed. Equals it succeeds. Yeah.
But in whose regard? Do they?
No, they succeed against your effect.
Right. Okay. That's what I was asking. I was mainly doing it for the making them roll away. Yeah. But they still take half, which is nice when there's 2 6s and a 5. So
okay.
That's 12. What's that? 12 plus 5.
12 plus 5 is 17.
17.
Half to 8.
Half. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's an additional 8 points of damage. Ooh. Okay. All right. You see as Galkrish, the arm twitches and snarls, and you see the face looks towards you for a moment, Tristan, before it looks back down at Tilly.
Yeah, I'll also... I'm on the wrong thing. I'm going to move sort of over here as well.
Okay. That will bring us to Ronan.
Am I not held anymore?
You're not held anymore. Akia is dead. Akia's magic is gone.
Okay, then I'm going to get a line of sight on Galkrish.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Sapphire Strike, activate advantage, use my force damage, use my
Colossus Slayer,
and my Sharpshooter.
Okay, go for it.
Because if that thing touches Tilly again...
Tilly will die.
Yeah.
Well...
Get it, Ronan.
23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So that's going to be 8. I need another D8. Okay, now I'll just roll that. So 12, 18, 28, 33.
Okay. So, how do you want to do this?
Just destroy it. Just get it out of our lives. It's just as close to precision as I can. Try and
Okay.
destroy like the hand or the arm or the shoulder where the connection is.
Right.
Anything like that.
What? So you pull back your longbow and you fire it towards Akia's ruined body. As it hits the torso on this side because Akia, it's currently like that, so it's obscured from the front. But you hit the torso. The sheer force of this of your shot with the rushing winds of the Zephyr Strike behind it causes the body to spin, and the arm rips off. The left arm, which is barely hanging on, tears off and flies across the distance and lands on the other side of the of this whirling mass as Akia's body is thrown into the center of this void. And as you see now, it just Galkrish reaches up and is howling in pain as the entire mass just slowly is reduced to blackness and evaporates down into this void of utter entropy.
Probably for the best.
Wait, so Galkrish went into the void, or
Galkrish and Akia's body minus an arm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the arm that didn't have Galkrish got like ripped off and thrown. Everything else went.
But it sounds like
I
this,
wanted to loot that body.
sounds like this void is still spinning and churning.
The void is still spinning and churning, yes, but we're out of initiative now. As the void begins to pull, as the whirlpool begins to pull Tilly in towards it. It's almost...
Hold, Tilly.
Okay, you grab Tilly,
I'll
Fly
sprint
up.
over and pull her. Or
fly over. You both pull Tilly out as Tilly, your feet are like dangling on the edge of this void, and you can see the tips of your shoes just entropy away, and your toes are sticking out the end as you're pulled out the way of this void. As the shifting motion of it begins to slow, as the sigils begin to fade, and you see now this ring of blue, which you can just barely see down and through, vanishes.
I think we did the thing.
I mean, I hope we did the
I
thing.
think we stopped it.
I hope so.
That was awesome. Did you see the mace? That, holy shit, this thing's incredible.
Could have done that a little earlier.
Hey, I was in Downland for a bit.
So
Yeah.
let's make it work.
Must have been nice.
Is that a desert yet? Or
No, that seemed like as it was. Everyone looked really confused.
Yeah.
I mean, we probably looked a bit confused as well as suddenly we were there.
Speaking of Down Elm, how do we get back?
I was just thinking that, seeing that little thing close.
Yeah.
what about wishing really hard like last time?
I don't know.
Did
I was.
that work?
Do you still have that key?
It doesn't feel like a key anymore.
Did we jump to another plane of existence without even thinking about how to get home?
Yes, we did, and I warned you about this too.
I mean,
Amazing.
I mean,
Y'all tell me I didn't need to understand this.
Well,
thing-
regardless, we just needed to stop this.
I kind of can do the thing he did to you.
But then you'd be stuck here.
You know that only lasts for a minute.
Yeah, but we could maybe would be able to ask how we can get back.
Banish
Right.
lasts for a minute, but they stay
That
unless the
make us-
spell is stopped earlier.
I thought so, yeah. Oh,
if
yeah.
you concentrate for the full minute, it becomes permanent.
What does it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's you can
Can you banish yourself?
find a way to get back. Can I banish myself? Technically.
That'd be real selfish.
Just spend a few days.
No, it's she's a warlock. Spend a few short
Yeah.
rests.
couple short rests and
One creature that you can see. So yeah,
You can banish
Get a mirror.
While this is going on, can I actually inspect the what was it, the obelisks?
The obelisks, yeah.
Yeah, just while we're doing this.
Yeah. So the obelisks are about a person height, maybe a bit taller, maybe 8 foot at most, like a bit taller than a person.
Just a bit.
Just a bit, like a foot and a half. This is fantasy. Everyone's like 6.5 foot is normal.
That's not fantasy. That's real life.
Yeah, it is actually for a couple.
All right, whatever. Just don't pick on me and Jamie.
I'm average height.
Me too, but they're all giants. They're about 8 feet tall. They seem to be made out of sandstone, and from what you can see now, they just look like stone pillars at this point. It seems whatever magic was going on with them was tied to a Kia. There's no feeling it. You feel no magic essence to it. The sigils on it are not there anymore. They've all grown a bit taller from where the dust mephits have attached to them.
Might be a bit of a long shot, but is there any way I can sort of from memory jot down anything that resembled the symbols that appeared?
Make a general intelligence check for me. See if you remember.
Guidance that.
Okay.
The ironstone helps. Guidance, that's a D4, right?
D4, yeah.
Okay. I'll use the same set dice.
Oh, so you have attuned to the ironstone?
Yes.
Okay.
I did double check that I have all my slots appropriately.
Yeah. I just need to know how many did you roll for how many feet it floats away from your head?
I didn't.
Roll a d4.
No, didn't realize that was a thing.
Yeah.
4.
4 feet away from your head.
Jeez.
I mean,
I suppose it'll get out of the way of your hat and feather.
yeah.
I mean, I feel like
Have your own moon.
okay, so the thing we were doing 17 total.
Yeah, you can jot it down.
Okay, cool.
What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Elvish, Halfling, and Dwarvish.
Okay, you're not sure what it is, but
I feel like I've
you can
done a
jot
record.
down the sigils, yeah,
Okay, cool.
that you saw.
Just for future reference, at least.
Yeah. Okay. So what else is happening?
I would like to wash and bind some of my terrible injuries, preferably on the stone part, not in the sand.
Yeah, well, some of them there's nothing to wash because it's completely clean, as it literally just made it disappear and it doesn't exist anymore. So it's very clean, but it's also gonna hurt. But you wash through them all, you bind them all up, and it stings a lot.
Yeah, I can hit you with the healer's kit. Anyone who needs it.
Okay.
I'll be basically just laying on the bottom part of the stone bridge where it's like stone.
Yeah.
Just being like, yeah, everyone's gonna be.
This whirlpool, by the way, this well is still churning ever so slightly in constantly, but not enough that you can't just like step back every now and again and avoid it.
Yeah, I could do a hit or two of that good healing.
Should we destroy the obelisks? You think that will stop whatever this is?
Don't know. I mean, gun smashed one to pieces before, and they themselves don't feel magical anymore. So I don't really know if they'll actually do anything. I mean, to make you feel better.
Yeah, I can smash them to make you feel better.
It would make me feel better.
Oh, hey, I forgot one of my own rules that I made up that entire fight. Nice.
Would it help or hinder us?
Would we have died?
I just give him advantage on concentration checks.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
happy.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the fact that he had 3 concentration slots.
Yeah.
For that.
19 healing tally from first level cure wounds, use of the healer's kit, and Tristan, you need healing too, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, unless we all planned on having a bit of a rest.
Well, just in case anything does happen during a rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just can't believe the look of the party right now. Like Tristan and
25.
Tilly, and then I'm just like, fresh as a baby. I didn't get touched.
Any damage?
Nope.
Wasn't hit,
91
so-
hit points, all
Fuck
pristine.
you!
Right, but you only got actually in that entire thing, which was 11 rounds, 2 rounds of attacks.
Yep.
Yeah, but you did stop some of the methods, which probably saved Tilly.
Yeah. I
Yeah, if one more method had got on, that's I would have been 30 feet instead of 25, which would have been Tilly.
I would have been terribly lost to the void.
Yes.
Great tragedy.
And you only need 3 more methods to open the portal to down now.
Mm.
Shay, where do we find some methods? No, but for real, how do we get out of here?
Can I banish myself?
Yeah.
I mean, preferably not you first.
It doesn't say another creature. It just says okay.
Can you pick where you banish people to?
I do not know.
It banishes them to their home plane. Does not say where.
Does not say where.
I mean, that would be an interesting adventure trying to recoup.
To be fair, you got banished to Dalnell.
In previous editions, it was a random place, I believe.
What, entirely random?
Entirely
risk
random
it.
on that plane of existence. So if you banish them to the 9 hells, you could literally end up being like, "Oh, hi, Asmodeus." What?
I'm sure. Oh, there's a cartoon with the puddle. You remember that? No. Okay.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Devil going. We can try. It's the only thing I can think of. But
I mean, it's either that or he must have had a way to get back at some point, unless he was planning on using
thing
this portal.
while we rest, the magical thing we found.
I was gonna have a look at that. Unless you want to have a look.
let's have a sit down. You lot look knackered. Have a sit down.
That's one
Look at the
method.
thing.
I will.
Okay,
use
it
it
will
once.
appear in the space it left or in the nearest unoccupied space.
Yeah.
You would know. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to do before you rest?
Well, there's one thing I kind of want to do. It's just do a brief sort of sketch of the area and the black hole, so it's just easier to describe to people later.
Are you sketching in Akira's arm?
No.
Okay.
We should bring that back with us as proof, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
we probably should. Do you want to put it in the bag though, so we don't just pop up with the guy's arm? It's not a great look.
Is that the other arm or the Galcrush arm?
The
That was
other
his
arm.
left arm,
Galcrush
yes.
arm is destroyed.
Yeah, that's what I
As
thought.
far
We
as we're
hope.
aware. Yeah, as far as I know.
As
Either that
far
or we
as-
arrive at Dalnell and it's just there.
It's like, huh?
It just turns
Oh,
on a
God.
chair.
Oh, what is it? Is
It's
it
like a
Fig
Muppet.
from Adam's Family? Just
Da-da-da-dum.
Okay.
so yeah, we're resting, so I'm gonna do
So
the
you're putting the arm in the bag. Okay. so
Yeah.
Did you look at the arm? It actually has a bracer on it.
Oh,
would like to look.
yeah.
Yeah. And
All
so
the magical items too, Tristan.
the bracer is magical. And as you actually take it off the arm, the bracer folds open of its own accord. And actually, sort of very weirdly, you could hear this ringing sound before a second bracer pops out.
Ah,
Well,
I'll look at these while we're resting.
Okay, and you see they are made of the same like bronze. It's actually it's bronze. It would be it's bronze metal. And you see it has a sigil of a round shield on the front of it, and then it has lots of patterns around it of various different defensive things. It has a bastion on the back.
What could these
What
defense
could these be?
Sounds to me like bracers of archery. So
They are in fact braces of offense.
braces of water walking.
Yeah,
Braces
that's-
of offense. Did they just shout really rude things?
right.
bracers of false marketing?
You
Also,
guessed. As,
Everyone gets a 6 from.
Thank
sorry.
you.
Love six.
Okay.
Can I
So-
donate my 6?
Can I have a donation?
So you all get to take your short rest. They are, of course, braces of defense, +2 to your armor class if you're not wearing any armor.
Dang.
And of course, the other magic item is a sending stone.
I thought that's what it was.
By speaking into the mouth, you can contact the other sending stone and you can hear what they say through the ear.
New stone, who dis?
Please do it.
Okay, who doesn't wear armor?
You.
I know
Yeah,
me.
I've got breastplate.
I'm wearing +1 studded leather.
Leather as well.
I don't have armor.
Okay.
Wait, you don't have armor?
No.
Oh god.
I have mage armor.
That's why she uses armor of Agathis.
And armor of Agathis.
What does that get you to? Armor of
Plus
Agathis?
2.
Plus 2.
Oh, no. Armor of Agathis gives me extra hit points.
It's
And
mage
right.
armor.
Mage armor.
mage armor gives me a 13 plus dex.
So what does that get you to armor?
I'm on 15 at this point.
Okay. Do you want these braces?
What are you on?
I'm on 16, but I also have 91 hit points.
I wouldn't say no then.
I will let you have these braces.
Thank
Because
you.
you go down a lot in fights as well, so there you go.
Thank you. Yeah, be condescending about it, why don't you? But you're not wrong. Ah.
They clash with my big shoulder pad anyway, it's fine.
Oh yeah, you showed the bronze and braces. The bronze and shoulder pad. Okay,
Okay.
Thank you, Gun.
That's
so
alright.
we'll heal up.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing now?
I am going to lay here on the stone until someone figures out how I get home.
Okay.
It's very proactive.
Who wants to be sent home first? Spirit fingers.
Should we send the charisma boy so he can explain?
Yeah, I don't want to be there for this, so
Maybe a good idea.
who wants to go with Tristan and listen to his story about how he saved the day?
I'll go to humble him.
That is a very good idea. Any objections?
I don't know what kind of opinion you guys have got on me.
Oh, wait! Hand axes. Are there any left in the sand?
Yeah, I'll say there's one left.
Okay, I will retrieve.
Yeah, the other one was Inaki's back as he fell.
That's fine. I have 2 left. I still have a positive number of axes.
Yeah.
I feel like you're a little bit proud of that axe as well.
I am.
That little
It survived. I'm gonna give it a little kiss before I put it back on my belt. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, oh wait, this is a high level spell, so I can only send one.
Oh.
No, but I have 2 spell slots,
You
so
have 2
that's
spell
fine.
slots,
Yeah. So I send Tristan and Gun.
Okay.
And I really, really hope you get to that place. We'll find out. Bam.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So both of you disappear, and you feel yourself travel for a moment through interplanar space as you appear back in down. And once again, the martial art's like, "You're here again."
Yeah, but on purpose this time.
What news?
Oh, that's nice.
We did it.
Well,
Just
yeah.
the 2 of you? Where are the others?
Oh no,
on their way. Our method of getting back isn't as smooth as the method of leaving.
I see.
Adventurers, we find a way.
But you're safe.
Yeah, we
Okay.
are. The threat seems to have passed. Akia is no more.
Good. Well, while you were gone, we managed to round up another 7 of them, working at various outlets of the Dim Hollow Trading Company.
And what have they got to say for themselves?
Not much.
There. Did you check the Dim Hollow in Fallon's Corner?
Yes, there were 2 dead bodies in there, actually. Actually, 3 dead bodies. We found a teenage boy out the back. His throat slit. One of them had his head removed, and the other one was hamstringed and then stabbed through the heart.
Oh.
And you're to blame.
I mean, technically.
3 dead bodies though?
Yes.
I'm kind of like, I thought Tilly only knocked the boy out.
I did only knock the boy out.
Whoops.
Who was still there after you left?
The March Lord.
The banner.
Or the
Oh
Ban-
yeah, that. Okay.
It says.
Well, I just heard.
Yeah, I heard a weird
"Sss."
whisper. Yeah,
Yeah, that was me. I
Oh,
said no
oh.
witnesses.
no witness.
Oh, right. I just heard. "Sss."
Yeah.
I was like, all right, calm down, Lecter. But yeah, the others will be on their way. It's just going to take them some time to get everyone here.
Right, good. For now, we've prepared lodgings for you, so you can rest in Moonwatcher's Perch, just in case there is any remnants who wish to enact vengeance on you. Do you want to wait here for your party?
Fresh as a daisy. Bring them on. If we want to flush them out, I'll stand here and I'll challenge them.
I believe that we have them all at this point. Well,
Alright.
we went to the cairn and to the mines. We basically followed your footprints back in the time you've been gone, and over the past day, you've killed a lot of cultists.
Well, gotta do what you gotta do. Save the town.
You have indeed. And you see by this point, it seems that the guard has managed to get rid of all of the people around again, sort of force them back into their homes after they saw you guys appear.
Yeah, just so you know, the arrivals will be periodically about every hour.
About every hour, right.
Mhm.
We'll
Yeah,
make wait,
so it's either going to be a 2 and then a 1, or a 1 and then a 2, depending on how they decide to do it.
right, of course. Right. I'll wait here for them. Do you wish to wait here with them, or for them as well, or are you going to get some rest? You don't look so good, if I do have to say.
It's fine.
Tristan, I'll wait. You go.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go.
Okay. So, as you're led back to the castle by a number of soldiers, periodically over the next 2 hours, poof, first some number appear and then the rest appear, and you're escorted back towards the castle, where you're shown to lodgings. A room has been prepared. It's not exactly opulent, but it is a comfortable bed. It is a cool environment, and you see now, as you all look out of the windows onto Downelm, clouds begin to appear in the sky, deep black clouds. And after a few hours, it begins to rain for the first time since you began your adventure all those many weeks ago. And that's where I'll end tonight's session.
Hey.
You did it!
I love how like storm clouds are normally a bad omen.
Yeah, and we're just like, yes.
It's a wonderful day for rain.
Oh.
I'm gonna say, yeah, that hurt a little bit. You said that far too enthusiastically.
Yay! So, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. You killed a Kia.
Yeah, it's about
How did you
time.
find that?
And maybe Galcresh was also destroyed.
I
yeah,
mean,
and maybe Galcresh.
Question mark.
player knowledge, you threw him into the plane of negative energy,
We
That
did
will
it.
not go wrong.
which is infinite entropy. That was kind of mad, but yeah, you guys did good there.
We did it good.
You did good.
You managed.
So thanks very much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, everyone that's been in the chat. It's been glad to have you here. This has been a big sort of culmination of this arc. If you do want to catch up on this stuff, you can. They are all of the previous episodes are up on Susie's YouTube channel, which the links to it will be in the chat momentarily, I'd imagine. As well as on that channel, there is all Susie's other D&D content and the content for other streams. So if you enjoy this, you can go watch that. But for now, unless anybody has anything else to say,
Polymorph will work one day.
yeah,
It
one
did
day.
work.
It did work on the Mari.
Yeah.
She was a tiny holy scorpion for a moment.
You
was the
were a
holiest scorpion.
deity.
Yeah, you were a small god.
One could say she was rocked like a hurricane.
I can break another pencil. I have 7.
It's all right, Lydia. Wait until you're in London.
No, don't.
There's so much crime down there. No one will know.
No fear. One fear.
Yeah, so to reiterate, myself, Lydia, and Susie will all be in London a week on Wednesday at Leisure Games in Finchley for an event there starting at 6 p.m. So if you want to head on down and give us a holler, that'd be great. But for now, I'm going to go rest my voice, and that'll be it. And we'll catch you guys next week for another session of this, Our Adventurer's Tale.
Bye.
Bye.